What is going on, everyone? We're here. We're live. Listen, we streamed a little bit yesterday. We don't usually stream Saturdays. It is Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. That is where the real RK Outpost stream is at. That is where I bring the heat. I was awesome to have so many of my wonderful patrons on yesterday, and I try to be as polite as I can to them. I try not to be too aggressive towards, everybody else. But today, you guys know where it's at. Today is where I kind of unleash. I get to be myself. I don't have to worry about being on Geeks and Gamers. I don't have to worry about being on Sports Wars and maybe not saying the right thing. Now it's just me on the line. So that's where it really gets fun. I hope everyone's doing okay. I see people piling in the chat. I see arguments already. That is a good thing. We love arguments. That is what we want here. That is what we thrive on. And that's what the chat loves to see. I see Toxic Brute says, Ryan, you attract the truly brain dead. There are some brain dead. There are some brain dead. That is for sure. We all know that. We all know that. I see Eddie Gannon is here. Liquid Nitrogen's here. Trey Courtney. Joshua Sam is here. Biggle says he yeeted me off stream yesterday temporarily because you said, God, what did you say? You had a really bad take, like a nuclear bad take. I had to get you out of there for just a second before I brought you back in. But I don't remember. Let's see. I don't love arguing with Disnoids. Well, you're going to do it anyway. DC Nintendo Fanboy is here. Stunning and Brave Megatron is here. Hello, robots. There you go. That's for you. Dolph Winter's here. Parrot Head is here. G&G puts out great stuff. I agree. I put out something on the G&G stream that I shouldn't have yesterday. So good thing we're okay. Matt Dragon says 2 live streams in one day. You sure busy today? Well, just wait because later on I'm hosting the G&G Twitch stream. So the G&G Twitch stream is going to be just about an hour following this stream. So yeah, Sundays are fucking busy. I've been a little bit sick lately. Have not been feeling great. But I'm going to make it through. I just downed some Dayquil and some Tylenol. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We already got a couple super chats here, guys. So let me take a look. Christian Delorme. I don't know, but it is 2 super chats. Thank you very much, sir. The first one, Canadian $10. Hey, motherfucker. I think that's what that means. For a guy from Chicago, you're pretty cool, Ryan. Let me buy you a couple golden banquets. Have one to my health. I'm working all night. Cheers, buddy. Well, I happened to see that before we went live, so I went and grabbed a Coors Banquet beer. I did indeed. We got a Coors Golden Banquet right here. So boom, boom, boom. We're going to pop one open for you here. There we go. Missed, but that's all right. It's basically full, so even though it hits, it just falls right out. And then another one from Christian for 3 Canadian bucks says, let the hate out. I can take it. That's good to know. Good to know, Christian. I appreciate it. Couple super chats popped right in as well. Thank you, guys. Proxy for $3. Thoughts on new Thrawn Trilogy and Thrawn prequels? I haven't read all of them. I've read a book and a half of the new Thrawn Trilogy, and I've read the first book in the Thrawn prequels, the Ascendancy stuff. Listen, it's good because it's Zahn, and it's Zahn writing stories about Thrawn, but it's not the same. It is not the same Thrawn. They're fine if you think of them as like standalone, not in the Disney universe. But unfortunately, they are, and unfortunately in Disney, Thrawn becomes an absolute cuck in Rebels. Thrawn becomes a little beta bitch who is a Scooby-Doo villain. That is the best way I've heard him described. A Scooby-Doo villain. That is who Grand Admiral Thrawn is in Disney canon. So, I mean, he's not entertaining. He's not interesting. He's just a piece of shit. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. They're okay. They're written fine. Again, Zahn's pretty consistent with how he writes and what he writes, but I just, I just don't have anything, I'm just not too into it. I guess that's the best way to put it. They're good books, but they're still Disney Star Wars and it's Disney Thrawn, and it's just not the same as what we got in the expanded universe. That's where I'm at. It is. I mean, it is cool that they have the blue pages though in the prequel. You know what I'm talking about, the blue pages. Joshua Sam for $2. Does Disney Star Wars make you sick with all their BS? No, I don't think that it makes me sick anymore at this point. I am so far I'm so far beyond the grieving process of where a lot of people are with Disney Star Wars. I've said this time and time again, right? In 2014, I had that same feeling that a lot of people had during Last Jedi. When they decided that they were going to take this story that had been one continuity for so long, they're going to pick all that up, throw it in the fucking trash, and start over. And the first thing we got was like Rebels. It was like, what the fuck is this? Force Awakens was bad. It wasn't just math. Force Awakens was bad. I hated it when it came out. It was a story that was nothing. There was no depth anywhere. It was a completely hollow, shallow world. And what they did to the character of Han Solo is nearly as bad as what they did to Luke Skywalker. For people that just think that that's what needs to be changed, you just need to fix Luke Skywalker, you're wrong. There is so much wrong with Disney Star Wars. It's not just, oh, they fucked Luke up. It goes way beyond that. What they did to Han Solo in The Force Awakens, they made this dude who is a hero for so many people, so many people's favorite character. You get to see this journey he goes on, right? From A New Hope to where he was in Return of the Jedi. You see a guy who is just trying to make a buck, just trying to do anything he can to get by so that he can pay the debt that he owes for smuggling drugs, right? That's who Han Solo is. You see him go from that to the tentative hero, right? He comes back and does the right thing. Then he goes out and gets Luke in the middle of the storm on Hoth when he really shouldn't, showing that he cares for his friends. And then ultimately we see what he did in Return of the Jedi. He had character growth. He had a character arc. That is one of the great things about the original trilogy. You get to see these arcs these people go on. So instead, what do? You bring him back to the beginning. You destroy anything that Han Solo ever did. You say, all right, he's a deadbeat dad. He's a fucking loser. He's a failed husband, failed father, failed smuggler, failed general, failed everything. He's a piece of shit. The dude is 70 years old and is back reverted to the person he was when he was 25. That's who Han Solo is in Disney Star Wars. People think that you can just maybe change the reason that Luke was doing that. Maybe you could just reframe that. Oh, really? It was just a ploy that Luke was there. It was really to save Grogu. You think that could fix or change anything? You're fucking out of your mind. Han Solo was destroyed. So I don't even remember what the question was, but I know that I went on that tangent. I think it was, does Disney Star Wars still make me sick? I guess that was the question. What I was basically trying to say in that is that I am so far gone from thinking that Disney Star Wars will do the right thing that it doesn't make me sick anymore. It's just that makes sense. That figures. That's kind of where it's at right now to me. Biggles Mets for $5. That's right. I said, speaking of Han Solo, Biggles fucking Mets. I said I hate Han Solo. I'm a dark side guy, always rooted for the bad guys in Star Wars. Okay. I guess that's still a terrible take, Biggles. It's still, I hate Han Solo. It's such a weird take. I don't know if it's someone I've ever heard anyone say. I've heard people say Han Solo's overrated. I've heard that. I hate Han Solo. That seems weird to me. But you can like whatever you like, Biggles. You're still welcome here, buddy. Christian Delorme, do you see an end in sight to woke entertainment? Not from the mainstream, not right now. I think there's different things you can look to and say, hey, these people are doing it the right way. But as far as the in general stuff, no, not right now. I think that it's going to take a little more pressure for it to turn. I think as more and more people come to places like YouTube, come to these alternate platforms to get their entertainment instead of sitting down there and watching TV, right? Because instead of sitting down and watching whatever's on TV right now, you're listening to me. You might have somebody else tuning. You might be listening to a Young Ripa video about politics. You might be listening to Gary talk about Star Trek or Doctor Who, right? People are changing the way that they consume media. And eventually it's going to get to the point where a lot of the people in the entertainment industry, they have lost all their audiences. And they're going to sit there, well, how did this happen? Well, it's because you went woke. It's because you continue down this path of identity politics and put all this bullshit in there, things that you were trying to preach to people when they don't want to listen to it. They're going to come and seek out what they want to hear instead. People that make a little more sense with where their values align or what they think about entertainment, whatever it may be. So I am glad you guys are here. I don't know if there's an end in sight for woke entertainment, but I know that the alternatives continue to grow, and I'm glad that you guys are a part of this with me. Boom, boom, boom. Biggles, I read that one. Alex McCarthy for 99 cents. It's a little dude with the shades on. Boom. Thank you very much, Alex McCarthy. Appreciate that. As shows his Eiffel Tower for £2. Wow. What's your ideal Star Wars scenario for Disney? Mine personally, well, here's mine personally. Mine personally would be, they say, all right, listen, everything that we have done since 2014, kill it. Boom, it's dead. We're starting over from where we were. We had this one continuous continuity that we had before that ran 25,000 years before A New Hope to 145 years after. We're going to reestablish that. We're going to use the Star Wars expanded universe as the lore of this entire fucking universe. The rules, the planets, the people, the everything was so built up and so deep in the Star Wars expanded universe, and you have plenty of room to tell stories in there. You could tell these stories about Han and Luke and Leia 40 years after Return of the Jedi and where they are now, about their children, about the heroes, about the villains in some cases that the children became. That's what they should do. And for stories that you want to tell with Luke and Han and Leia that have already been told in these mediums, I think animated is a great way to go. I would love to see an animated Thrawn trilogy, right? I would love to fucking see that straight from these books, not the garbage they're putting out now, right? That's what I would love to see. So that's my ideal scenario. Will it happen? No, it'll never happen. It'll never happen that way, but that would be my ideal scenario. If you want a more realistic one, here's my more realistic scenario. Disney, here's my more realistic scenario. Disney starts doing things that aren't associated with the prequels and the original trilogy, that aren't just pulling on your nostalgia, that they do things like High Republic, but don't hire a bunch of fucking woke retards to do it. A bunch of people who hate white men specifically. And then maybe you tell a story, right? Create your own stuff. The Star Wars universe is enormous, but it always seems small because there are no creative people working at Lucasfilm right now. The only thing that they can do is to dangle shit in front of you. That's all they can do right now. Oh, you know this character? You know this character, right? You know this character. That's why all this shit is set in between the prequels and a couple years after the original trilogy, because that is the place that people still have feelings for. You still have nostalgia for that. And that is all that they're doing right now, because that's all they know how to do. RS for $5. I started the EU Thrawn trilogy, and it pisses me off even more that we got that piece of shit garbage sequel trilogy from SJW Lucasfilm. Hail RK, hail chat. Thank you for the $5, RS. I will drink to that. I will drink to that. I see Anomaly in chat. What's up, Anomaly Inc? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so if you don't know what people are talking about when they talk about the Thrawn trilogy, I want to let a lot of people know, because a lot of people don't know. So in 1991, this book came out, Star Wars Heir to the Empire. It is the first book in a trilogy of books that take place right around 5 years after Return of the Jedi. And it's heralded by a lot of people as like the true kind of successor to Star Wars. It really does truly feel like Star Wars. And I completely and totally agree. If you read this, listen, it's written in 1991, so the writing's a little bit dated maybe, but the characters themselves, it's exactly what you would think they'd be exploring, you know, after Return of the Jedi. These characters are these characters, and how they choose to deal with things, you might be like, wow, I can't believe Luke did that. But it makes sense that Luke would do that, if that makes any sense to you. So I highly recommend anybody that likes reading. They also come in audiobook if you're not a big reader. So I have yet to see a lot of people pick them up or listen to them and be disappointed. Most people seem to enjoy them. It's most people's first step into Legends / the expanded universe. And I think it's a great place to start. Christopher Toke for $5. Did Rogue One kill any chance of Kyle Katarn? Great movie, but no one gives a shit about Cassian Andor. More EU reviews. I remember more EU reviews. I'm planning on doing a video about this book, actually. So, well, this trilogy. Thanks, RK. Thank you, Christopher Toke. Appreciate it, buddy. Did Rogue One kill any chance of Kyle Katarn? Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I don't want them using these characters, right? If they're just going to bastardize the character, fuck you. I don't want a tokenized, bastardized Kyle Katarn. I don't want you taking a character that I fucking love and changing them to mash it into Disney Star Wars when you've already stolen so much of his story. Fuck you. That's how I think about that. And if you're someone that doesn't understand maybe where I'm coming from, or like, why wouldn't you want these EU characters in there? I don't want these characters pulled out of the trash heap, twisted and molded and bastardized, and then put into Disney Star Wars for them to be like, look, what a great character we have, guys. This is, you guys wanted this, right? No, fuck you. We don't want that. At least I don't. Speaking for myself. And personally, I think that Rogue One is a meh movie. I think that it has a very great ending as far as what it does to the audience and how it leaves you with, you know, everybody dying and Darth Vader scene at the end. But I think that, you know, that movie benefits a lot from that ending. I think it's very meh in between. I think it's very boring. And a lot of that has to do with the actors. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that these people don't matter to you. And they all end up dying. And who cares about a Cassian Andor series? You already know the end. What about the aliens from another galaxy that absorb the Force? You mean the Yuzong Vong that are kind of impervious to the Force, if that's what you mean? Mikey Gussler for $5. It seems like Jacob Airy was mostly attacking Snyder fans and accusing us of being in a cult. He also said we're not comic book fans. I saw that dude, Mikey. I replied to him. It might be like the last thing that I actually tweeted. I retweeted a lot. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we'll talk about him for just a second as I continue to read these super chats. You guys are fucking blowing it up. Thank you guys so much, by the way. I'm convinced, this is me. I'm convinced at this point that blue check marks are I'm convinced the only thing blue check marks are for at this point is to verify that you are, in fact, a cuck. And the reason I'm saying that is because this dude. So how long will the Snyder Sims keep hijacking all the DC Comics air despite not being comic book fans on social media after the March 18th release date? I'm thinking 3 months, but it could go 3 years. Obviously, this dude's getting fucking destroyed. There's like over 100 comments, over 105 quote tweets to 13 likes. A sad state of affairs for verified check marks like this bitch. That kind of looks like a fucked up Jeremy, doesn't it? we know that. That's a pretty funny picture, honestly. But yeah, there you go. 6,300. Let's see if I can scroll down to where he actually made that. I want to see that tweet because again, and look, of course, this guy's like tweeting about Gina Carano. Okay. We're gonna talk a lot about Gina Carano later. Don't worry, guys. Do not worry. He's retweeting Drunk 3PO. Look, he's retweeting Jay and he overs Babyface. I bet he probably didn't retweet my We Love Cara Dune because, you know, obviously what he said about Snyder fans. I'm sure that he probably doesn't do that. Well, what an absolute bitch this dude is. What the fuck is this piece of shit? He's tweeted so fucking much. Holy cow. We're finding the guys, don't worry. I mean, he had to know what would happen, right? Oh my. How much does this dude tweet? This is 2 fucking days. Look at this. What is wrong with this dude? My God, I give up. I literally give up. Oh my God. Anyway, over 100 comments, over 100 quote tweets. Dude got BTFO'd because he had a shit take about Zack Snyder. So that's just how it goes, isn't it? Let me catch up with these super chats. Gaming or What TM says, here you go, you raging bee. Thank you, Gaming or What TM. I got to turn my phone on vibrate because it keeps buzzing. Oh, shit. That's right. I forgot to do something. That's why my phone's buzzing. Boom. There we go. Forgot to do that earlier, but I did it now. My bad. Riff Magos for Australian, $10. Hail, Ryan. Keep up the great work. Sending some love on the road. Hell yeah, Riff. Thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate that. $10 from Riff Magos. Aussie dollars. I see Jason C with the fuck naughty dog emotes. Thank you, man. That was so many tweets on that guy's timeline. Holy shit. Roger Haynes, Canadian 199, thumbs up super sticker. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Roger Haynes, always out there. Proxy for $4. Do you like the new Disney/Marvel comics? If you're talking about the Star Wars comics, there's a couple good ones there. I think that I think Charles Soule's Vader run is. I don't like the content. I don't like the stories they're telling, but I think it's done well, if that makes any sense. I think that's one of the high points for Disney Star Wars is his Vader run. As far as the Star Wars in general, like the standalone, like Star Wars comic, the Star Wars run right now, I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest with you. They just relaunched the #1 about a year ago, and I just had no interest in it. The Lock for £5. Star Wars is dead. Only a political platform with a name slapped on exists. Disney selling the IP would be the only satisfactory way forward for me. I think that if they got the right people there and they got the right people in charge, it would happen. But we do know kind of that, Disney is what it is. Disney is some conglomerate that buys up these IPs and then does everything they can to make money as fast as they can with them. They don't really treat it with any care or respect, at least in my opinion. So I do hear what you're saying. It would be wonderful if someone bought it up that cared about it, that could do a good job with it. But the way things are going with Disney buying up everything, I just don't know if it's going to happen. But maybe times will get bad enough for Disney that they are forced to do that. And speaking of bad times for Disney, why don't we talk about what happened yesterday and a fan movement. We're going to talk about a couple fan movements, all right, today. But the first one we're going to talk about is this one, because some people got absolutely BTFO'd yesterday. Gina Carano, let me hide this real quick. Hashtag We Love Cara Dune. Now, the We Love Cara Dune hashtag, I got to be honest with you guys. I didn't think that it was going to be as big as it got. I didn't think it was going to be quite this big or trend quite this high. It was absolutely incredible worldwide to see the amount of people standing up for Gina Carano. Now, this wasn't necessarily about, showing, oh, we're going to change some people's mind with the hashtag. It wasn't necessarily anything like that. It was simply to show that there are so many people out there regular people, not these freaks, not these fucking losers who have been harassing Gina Carano for months on end, that hang out in their Discords and their DM groups to kind of target and coordinate these attacks that they do on social media because they have no life. They have nothing to live for other than that. Not those people, but the real people, the fucking normal people, the vast majority of the fan base. They appreciate Gina Carano. They appreciate her for not being part of the typical Hollywood echo chamber and for not having a problem with anyone that has a different opinion. That's not to say that it's just because, oh, well, we think that she leans this political way, so we support her. No, it's because she has stated over and over again and demonstrated that regardless of what your opinion is, whether it be on things going on in the world, whether it be on politics, whatever your opinion is in the world, that people should be able to talk to each other and express how they feel, right? That is what she's getting canceled for by these fucking lunatics. And she's obviously the first one here, but the We Love Cartoon hashtag, we're going to talk about the person who was involved in this. Hopefully we can scroll and find one of Ashley's tweets because Ashley is the person, he's the dude who was behind all of this, as far as I can tell, the one who started this. Because this is a fan thing. This isn't about media. This isn't about the blue checkmark influencers who try to get this stuff going, who try to push it out there. This was from the bottom up. This was fans, right? I had two tweets yesterday. That's all I did because that's all that anyone needed to do. You just needed to show that you support Gina Carano and Cara Dune. And again, I don't like The Mandalorian. I'm not a fan of The Mandalorian. I have a lot of problems with The Mandalorian, but what I do appreciate is someone working at Lucasfilm who doesn't toe the line to this hatred of fans, this ideological war that they're at with fans. Fuck, that came from out of nowhere. Holy shit. Whew, there we go. That was really weird. Like I said, I have been a little bit sick, guys, so my bad. I didn't mean to surprise you like that. Gina Carano, heart. You all got We Love Cartoon trending. My heart is so blessed. Love finds a way. Never give up. I see you. And I believe that's a strawberry milkshake. Oh, strawberry cup with a straw, but I think that means strawberry milkshakes. Nerdrotic. Cartoon's all right, but we love Gina Carano. Standing up against the entire Access media, certain Disney Star Wars influencers, and consumers who want her canceled. Gone. Why? For nothing more than standing her ground. Hail Gina Carano. Here's Az. Gina Carano is genuine and strong. We're lucky to have her. We love Cara Dune. Now, I talked about this one. It's nothing against this dude in general. But, for me, Pedro logging on to Twitter and seeing We Love Cara Dune tag. To me, this really wasn't what this was about today, right? This wasn't really what this is about today. And I have listened. Full or half screen myself for this. I have my problems with Pedro Pascal. I fucking hate Pedro Pascal. I hate his insinuation and him calling half of America Nazis because that is what he did. He called half of America fucking Nazis. And he wasn't sorry for it. He deleted the tweet because Disney made him. But then he doubled down later. I think Pedro Pascal's a fuck. However, when it comes to Gina Carano, Pedro Pascal has been nothing but supportive from everything that anyone can tell, everything that he says in the behind the scenes interviews, when he talks about her, it seems like, he completely has her back. And I am totally down for that. And I appreciate him doing that. I still think he's a fuck. I still think he's a piece of shit. I still think that his type of political messaging needs to stay the fuck out of Star Wars, and he's bad for Star Wars. But, he's been supportive of Gina Carano from what I can tell. So there you go. Madison, so amazing that we see the We Love Cartoon is already trending. I'm too excited to wait anymore. So here's my Cara Dune print and some art that she created. Again, from Madison there. And, that was the thing. It started trending way before we all thought it would. It was trending in the top 5 worldwide for hours and hours. It was so much more than I think a lot of people expected. It was so cool to see. Here's Jay. Just for We Love Cara Dune. Hold on, let me play this real quick. Let me play it real quick. I don't think I have the audio. You'll hear it here, though. Jay and Star Wars Theory. Jay and Star Wars Theory having fun. McKinney 90 season finale cartoon draw stream. Shiny FX. There's Steph. Steph made this. This was a new one, I think, that she did. A really cool edit of Gina Carano with We Love Cartoon. We love Gina Carano right there. Chris Bartlett, a castmate, right? Supporting so many people. Even here in Canada, in the UK, we saw it trending. Look at all this fucking love. Now, there were a couple of people. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find it. There you go. There's a couple people that they couldn't do it themselves. They had to use the We Love Cartoon hashtag. These haters, these fucking spurgs, these fucking losers, these cucks who want to force everyone to have pronouns in their bio, who think that everyone needs to have Black Lives Matter and all cops are bad in their bio. They want to control your thoughts. In reality, they have no idea what real life is, because they've probably never had a job. They probably are watching their parents' Disney Plus account. You know the types of people I'm talking about. These fucking weirdos, pronouns in their bio, Pedro Pascal picture as their profile picture, or maybe a Rebels or Clone Wars character as their profile picture. You know these people are. They couldn't do it themselves, so they had to try to hop on the We Love Cartoon, but they got absolutely blown out of the fucking water with their dumbass Fire Gina Carano hashtag. And each and every time these people try to do something like this, it only increases Gina Carano's popularity, and it is absolutely hilarious to see. I'm with Gina, says Jeff Shawley. Elijah Allen, right there. I think I said her name right. Allie says, even my laptop is ready for today. So much love. And I thought it was so awesome to see. Don't shame me. I'm trying not to shame you. Did I shame you? I hope not. And then speaking of absolute retards, hold up. Speaking of absolute retards, Christopher Barker, who has left 100 comments on my YouTube channel. Christopher Barker, who comes to all of my streams because he has nothing better to do with his life, right? This is a dude. This is a dude who has nothing going on in his life. Literally nothing, because he watches me every fucking week, even though he hates me, even though he disagrees with me on everything, even though he fucking despises me. He watches all of my videos, gives me money, watches all of my streams, helps my algorithm, because he is such a cocksucking bitch that he has nothing better to do. No one else to talk to, nothing else to do other than to be here and to try to cancel people. And even all the shit that I've talked about Pedro Pascal, right? Even all the shit I've talked about Pedro Pascal, I've never said he needs to be fired. Isn't that strange? I've never called for him to be fired, even as much as I despise that piece of shit. Isn't that funny? Almost like you fucking lunatics want people canceled. You have no idea about real life, the concept of fucking reality, Christopher Barker. Chat, I have a request. Press S. Let me see S's in the chat to fucking spit on Christopher Barker. Let me see the S's in the chat to spit on Christopher Barker. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. There are the S's. Let the S's flow. Just like Christopher Barker's lisp, right? He has to have one. We know he has one. Just imagine all these S's are Christopher Barker's lisp. That's what these S's represent. The spit that comes out of Christopher Barker's mouth when he lisps. God damn, this banquet beer is good. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the S's. I do not deserve you. This is the best chat. You will not find a better chat on YouTube. You won't find a better one on Twitch, D Live, if people are still streaming over there more. It doesn't matter. This is the best chat anywhere. So hail the chat. You guys are fucking awesome. I see the S's. Holy fuck. That's good. Thank you, everyone. Let me catch up on some of these. As Christopher Barker would say, super chats. Eric Stantucci for $5. It's frustrating that Luke Skywalker in Disney Star Wars is stuck in two polar extremes: loser who drinks the tit milk or emotionless droid killer badass. I agree, Eric. I think that for For his appearance in Mandalorian, I wasn't really blown away by it because it did seem like, yeah, it was cool that he came to the rescue and got Grogu. But I felt like Luke Skywalker had been much more concerned with all those people that were in this Imperial vessel in the middle of nowhere when the Empire's supposed to be gone. But yeah, he just boards an Imperial vessel. He didn't seem too concerned about if they were going to be able to get home, if they were okay. What are all these droids? Are there more of them anywhere? Nah, he just kind of took Grogu and left. So that's kind of where I was with all of that, to be honest with you. That's kind of where I was with all of that. I see people asking, are you guys really asking? Is someone really asking about where Pedro called half of Americans Nazis? Are you fucking kidding me? You know, when Pedro tweeted about the MAGA hats, right? When he compared people, MAGA, so Trump voters, right? Half of the voting population of America, when he called them Nazis. When he said losers in 1865, Confederate flags, losers in 1945, Nazis, losers in 2020, MAGA hats. That's what I'm talking about. He deleted that tweet and Instagram post and then followed up. But you feel me on the MAGA hats, right? That is when he doubled down on that notion. And when someone said, you realize by making this comparison, that could lead to people being persecuted, to people being punched, to people associating MAGA people with Nazis. And Pedro responded, you know, your rhetoric can result in persecution. He said, good. That is what he said. I have multiple videos showing that. Multiple videos laying this out and showing the evidence of what Pedro said. Those are things he said, and those are things he tweeted. So yeah, dude's a fucking cocksucking piece of shit. I don't like Pedro Pascal. Haven't called for him to be fired, though. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting that, you know, when people say, oh, if you criticize Pedro, you're just partaking in cancel culture. When did I ever call for him to be canceled? When did I ever call for him to be fired? I'm waiting. I don't hear anybody answer me. There's no clips out there. You're not going to find it because I didn't say it. Because I don't do that. I don't fucking call for people to be fired. That's stupid shit. That is what pussies like the couple people here in the chat do. I'm just going to say, listen, I'm not going to support something, right? I'm not going to support Pedro Pascal in general, right? That's what I'm going to do. If he's in something, that might make me just stay away from it. Now, if there's someone else that I care about, maybe I'll watch it. Because I'm not really just going to, I boycott this actor forever. But I'm going to be much less likely to support something with Pedro Pascal in it. That's just the bottom line. That's my personal decision. I don't give a fuck what anybody else does. If Disney fired Pedro Pascal right now, that would not make me change my mind about Disney Star Wars. It wouldn't. All right. North Free for Canadian $5. Been an MMA fan since Gina Carano was queen of the sport. These SJWs don't know who they're fucking with. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's 100% true, North Free, that Gina Carano is an absolute badass. She could beat the fuck out of me. It's not even playing around. She's trained. She knows what the fuck she's doing. She could kick the shit out of most dudes who aren't trained. And so, yeah, I don't think they know who they're messing with. And they wouldn't say this to her face because most of the people doing this wouldn't talk to a woman in person anyway. They would piss their pants. They might cum in their pants. They'd be so fucking scared and intimidated. Because again, the people on Twitter, these anonymous people on Twitter, they feel like their voices matter. That is one thing that the internet has done. These people that we used to kind of shame because if someone said something stupid, you would call them out and laugh at them and shame them because of how dumb that was. And they'd realize, well, maybe that was kind of dumb and they wouldn't do that anymore. Or they wouldn't be taken seriously because maybe they didn't really say it right. Maybe they don't know what they're fucking talking about. A multitude of things that you can judge a person when you see them on camera, when you see them face to face. But these people that are anonymous, they don't have that. They feel like their voice matters when in reality, it doesn't. So that's what the internet has done for a lot of people. It's given them a voice when they wouldn't have one because in real life, no one respects them. So Andrew Johnson for $10. What changes are you most hoping for in the Snyder Cut? Well, here's the thing. The Snyder Cut is going to be 4 hours long. The Snyder Cut is going to be vastly different in a couple of ways. Now, I don't think that I think that you'll see some scenes that'll be similar, right? You're still going to see Superman facing off with like the Justice League, but I think a lot of the dialogue and the way they get there is going to be completely different and really set a new tone for it. I think that Cyborg's character specifically is going to have a huge arc. I think we're going to get a lot of detail about Cyborg and his relationship with the Mother Box and how it's fucking with his head and how he's like almost kind of being controlled by it or attempted to be controlled by it. You're going to see a lot of development between Cyborg and his father and that relationship. You're also going to get more Flash. I hated Ezra Miller as Flash in Justice League. But I don't like Ezra Miller in general, kind of fucking despise him, but I'm willing to give him a chance and see what the Flash is in the Snyder Cut because, again, all of his lines were rewritten by Joss Whedon to be some fucking goofy idiot. So we're going to see a lot more development of Flash, his relationship with his father, and his relationship with Iris West, who's back in this movie. We're going to see Martian fucking Manhunter. We are going to get to see John Jones. General Swanwick is Martian Manhunter. So we're going to see that. And of course, I think one of the biggest things is going to be the fact that Steppenwolf is not the big bad. Darkseid is the big bad. Darkseid is the one who is controlling all this. Darkseid is the one who tried to invade Earth before. We're going to get to see a 10-minute flashback scene where Darkseid is battling with the old gods, the Greek gods, with Zeus and Ares. Not this shitty Steppenwolf fight that you had. We're going to get to see a Batman that makes sense with what we saw as the character of Batman, or the persona of Batman in BVS. Not some dude who's, well, I don't not like you. Oh, I'm definitely bleeding. All these stupid one-liners that make no sense in the DCEU. So I think there's going to be a lot different, man. Most looking forward to, I don't know. But, I really hope I like it. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I really hope I will. I think I probably will based on, what I've seen before. Based on what I've seen before as far as, as far as Zack Snyder and his vision for the DCU and what he's talked about, I think I'll like it. I hope I do. Either way, I'm going to be watching on March 18th when it comes out. Valiant Renegade for $5. Hail Ryan. Love the channel. My first YouTube video was a tribute to you and others for the great work you do. And I hope you keep it up and get to see it. All right. I'm going to try to remember that right now. Here we go. I'm just going to type Valiant Renegade so I remember it. I'm going to make sure to look at that, buddy. Now I'll take a look and I'll leave a like and I'll leave a comment. For sure, man. Thank you. Proxy for $5. Check what I added you on Twitter. My tweet blew up and look at the replies. Okay. Here's an ad. Nice, Proxy. Yeah, it's so many of these, man. So many of these tweets absolutely blew up with people just showing love for Gina Carano. I stand with Gina Carano. # we love Cara Dune. Hell yeah, man. But you have 16 followers and you got 1,600 likes. That's fucking insane, man. That is so cool. But yeah, I'm glad that so many people were able to, get their feelings out there, and we were able to get that trending and show these people, right? Show these people how fans actually feel about Gina Carano, not the bullshit they try to make up. I wanted to go really quick. I wanted to show something from Roar Ashley. I wanted to give him some support because, he's the one that started all this shit. Now, of course, he's going to have a lot of tweets because obviously he was retweeting a lot of the Gina Carano stuff yesterday. But I specifically wanted to go, oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. We'll share this. All All right, We Love Cardoon is now at number 6 USA trend. Continue to tweet using the hashtag We Love Gina Carano and We Love Cardoon. Let Star Wars know how much we love this incredible character and Gina Carano. Here it is. This is what Ashley did, right? Ashley set this entire thing up. He did this a while ago and kept promoting it, and it worked, right? We had the trend hour, all these different times around the world that people were supposed to start doing it. And, Drunk 3PO took a part in this. So many YouTubers took a part in this, and it was awesome to see. So shout out to Ashley for that, because, it's something that it might seem easy for you to think about that, but it's not something I did. It's not something a lot of people did. He took the initiative and got that shit done, which is really fucking cool. A fan movement, which is such a cool thing to see. All right. Let's see. Valiant Renegade for $5. Ezra Miller was obnoxious as hell. And Joss Whedon gave us I'm Batman, I'm rich, hashtag dumpster fire. Yeah, so Joss Whedon, so many things in that movie are Joss Whedon. Almost all the dialogue is redone. All of Cyborg's dialogue is redone. Nearly every Superman shot is a reshoot. You can tell because the fucked up mustache. It's absolutely terrible. When Flash is like, I've never done battle before. I've just pushed people, then run away. That's completely a Joss Whedon line. And it doesn't even make sense in the DCU because Suicide Squad that came out before that, you saw him capturing Captain Boomerang. So he captured that villain, and put him in jail. And he was pretty cocky about doing it, wasn't he? Because he has done shit before. Just Joss Whedon's clear misunderstanding of everything and anything. All right. We are all caught up with those super chats. I kind of wanted to switch gears a little bit. I talked about some of this stuff yesterday, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it today because obviously I had all my awesome patrons on yesterday, which was so fucking cool. I love having them on here, able to share the platform with them, hopefully get them a few more subs, because that is something I definitely want to do with my platform, especially for those people that support me like that. So with that being said, I wanted to talk a little more about the sequel retcon rumors. And there's a little bit of drama going on with it right now because there's a lot of people that are pushing back against it. There's a lot of people that are pushing back against it. And here's the thing. I think that the sequel trilogy retcon rumors come from a place that is like the wet dream of what so many people want. They want the sequel trilogy to be retconned. They think Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are the heroes of Star Wars and that they're going to subvert Kathleen Kennedy's agenda and they're going to retcon the sequel trilogy or place the sequel trilogy in an alternate timeline. I know there's a lot of people that think that. And I just don't think there's any evidence to support that in any way, shape, or form other than these articles and these YouTube videos that I feel are complete bullshit. Now, why is that happening? Are these people getting tipped off by people that want to start shit? Possibly. We know that in the past, there's been a lot of people that have actively tried to plant fake stories to discredit YouTubers. That happens. It happens quite a bit. There are people that will post stuff, whether it's on 4chan or Reddit, and they'll be like, wow, this is going on in Star Wars. And then the YouTuber that they're trying to bait might make a video about that and say it's from their sources. And then they know that's when they got them. And so there's active campaigns out there to discredit people that way. So these sequel trilogy rumors, I feel like it comes from maybe one of those places. Because let me lay this out for you guys. Does it make any sense? Does it make any sense for Star Wars to retcon the sequel trilogy in the grand scheme of things? Now, you might think, of course, people hated The Last Jedi. People hated Rise of Skywalker. They hated what they did to Luke, Han, and Leia. Of course, they'd want to retcon those things. If they're going to retcon them, what would they replace them with? You're not going to get people to go to a theater to see episode 7 with an older Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford won't do it. Carrie Fisher's fucking dead. So you're just going to CGI all these characters in? Are they going to be missing? What are you going to do? So they're not going to re-release 7, 8, and 9. That's just not going to happen. Not yet. I do think 20 years from now, they might remake the entire fucking thing. That's a different story. So they're not going to do that. This recent fucking bullshit rumor is that they have archive footage of Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher that they filmed all together, which they didn't. Of course, they didn't do that. But they have this archive footage of them that they're going to use for a Disney Plus series that is going to tell the events, the new events of the sequel trilogy. Does that really make any sense to you guys? It doesn't to me. It doesn't make any sense. And this is why. Because they don't need to do this. They don't need to admit that they were completely wrong. They don't need to tell all those people, because I know we have people in the chat right now that liked the sequel trilogy, right? That liked The Last Jedi and liked Rise of Skywalker, liked Force Awakens. It might not be many. There's probably not many in my audience, but there are some. I guarantee you there are some, right? And there's a lot more out there in other spheres and other corners of YouTube. Last Jedi was a divisive movie. There were some people that liked it and a lot of fucking people that hated it. But if you're Star Wars, why would you alienate that? You've already alienated so much of the fan base. Why would you alienate the other half of the fan base in hopes that alienating them would win back these? Instead, why wouldn't you just kind of ignore everything? Kind of just do what you're doing now in The Mandalorian. Just work out in this time period. Tell stories in this time period. That is what they're going to do. It makes sense. It makes zero sense for them to alienate the half of the customers they already have on their side in order to pick up the ones who are against them. So what they are going to do, in my opinion, is they're going to hang out, tell these stories with The Mandalorian, with Ahsoka, with Boba Fett in the Outer Rim, so that it doesn't really affect too much of, maybe it could have gone a little bit under the radar as far as galactic level events go. So that when we realize why these stories weren't necessarily told or why no one thought about this in the sequels, it's because, well, it was in the Outer Rim and not a whole lot of people really knew what was going on. That's what I think they're going to do. And that's what they've shown every indication of doing with what they've said, with what they've put in The Mandalorian. Riddle me this. If they were going to retcon the sequel trilogy, if they were going to, make it an alternate timeline, why would they have gone out of their way so often to link to it in The Mandalorian? Why would you see Baby Yoda using Force healing days before The Rise of Skywalker gets released in theaters, and we see Rey use that same type of Force healing ability? Why is that? Why is it that when Luke Skywalker returns, we hear bits of his Force Awakens theme? Why is that? Why would they utilize the music from his appearance in the sequels in The Mandalorian? Why would they name drop things like Canto Bight, things that are from the sequels in The Mandalorian, if you weren't going to link to it in some way, shape, or form? These are all the questions I ask myself. And then when we hear these rumors come out that time after time after time prove to be inaccurate, there is no George Lucas Rise of Skywalker, right? There's no George Lucas cut running around. Imagine with what we know now, the idea of George Lucas going back when he's 80 years old to help them out of the film. After everything they've done to that dude. Come the fuck on, man. So that is why I find it highly, highly skeptical. And what Luke Skywalker did in The Mandalorian proves that they don't have to. Bro, they don't have to. They don't have to retcon the sequels, because guess what? Luke Skywalker came back and everybody fucking jizzed all over the place. That's what we saw, right? It didn't matter what anything that came before. It didn't matter if you thought that episode was terrible. It didn't matter if you liked The Mandalorian, whatever. I would say 95% of people, they saw that Luke Skywalker moment, like, oh my God, this is incredible. I can't wait to see what John and Dave do next. Now, they didn't say Star Wars is saved or anything like that. At least a lot of them didn't. But the reaction was such that shows that's all you needed to do. Give them a little bit, right? Give them a little bit of, what you thought you could have had, and people are back. And if you want to say that, listen, if you want to say, well, listen, Dave Filoni he set up the World Between Worlds just so they could retcon all this stuff. No, he didn't. Dave Filoni set up the World Between Worlds so that he could pull a fast one with you thinking Ahsoka died, even in reality, he's never going to kill his fucking character. The World Between Worlds that happened, right? That episode happened before The Last Jedi occurred. Before the backlash of The Last Jedi, all that stuff, the World Between Worlds episode was written, recorded, all of this stuff. You heard Finn, Rey, and Poe in there because they were linking it to the sequel trilogy. In the World Between Worlds, you heard their voices. And if you want to say it was Dave Filoni's secret plan to be able to retcon things, Dave Filoni was part of the group of people who helped come up with the idea for what they were going to do in the sequels. One of the architects behind making Leia a bigger focus than Luke, the matriarchy subverting the patriarchy. That's what Dave Filoni did. So when you look at all these things and everything that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have said, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Jon Favreau has over and over and over again talked about linking this to the beginning of the First Order, linking it to the sequels. And in the most recent interview, I want to use his actual words, right? I want to use his words. So I'm not taking him out of context. Let me find him here. Here we go. Let's pull it up. Now, this is Bounty in the Comics. This comes from this article right here, right? This article right here. Now, I'm going to use his words because people said, you probably haven't even read the article. I've read this entire interview, you dumb fuckers. I just only talk about the applicable things. And here are the biggest things that I think right here. Did you have this arc playing out from the very beginning? Specifically, was the appearance of Luke Skywalker revealing the story was essentially a few years after Return of the Jedi always a set idea from the jump or something you arrived after working with the material? No, the story unfolded as I wrote it. The Mandalorian inherits a great deal from existing Star Wars stories, and when I write, the context is always a consideration. It became quite clear that within the established continuity, certain things were likely to transpire. Now, that is not a smoking gun. That is not something like, this thing right here, that means that he's saying he's linking it to the sequel trilogy. I don't think that. This is just part of the context, right? The established continuity, certain things were likely to transpire. This, right? This is the next part that is kind of so crystal clear. That's what he's said and what he has continued to say. Are you concerned, having placed the story right in the midst of the saga, with the latest films having revealed Skywalker's future, that you're all penned in narratively? Right? Talking about the sequel trilogy, talking about what they can do with Luke Skywalker here. We have a tremendous amount of freedom afforded to us because of the gap in time between the films. Now, when he says the gap in time between the films, he's not talking about Return of the Jedi and this mythical, dumb fucking rumor remade sequel trilogy. No, he's talking about between episode 6 and episode 7, The Force Awakens. That is what he is talking about. We have a tremendous amount of freedom because of the gap in time between the films. Meaning that, yeah, listen, we have a lot of space that we can tell stories here that we won't affect anything else. That is what he's saying. This doesn't mean it's an alternate timeline. This doesn't mean it's a different dimension. This doesn't mean that they're retconning it. This means exactly what so many of us have been saying this entire time, that, yeah, they're just going to play around in this time frame because that's all they need to do for a lot of Star Wars fans to be back. But again, I don't know how many times I can say it, but I will continue to, because the amount of people out there, in my opinion, that are just really wrong about this stuff. I don't know. I'm going to keep speaking out about it because I'm not going to tell you guys what I think you want to hear. There are a lot of people that will fucking do that. A lot of people that make careers out of doing that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you what I think, and been pretty spot on so far. So I'm pretty confident in the future here. But anyway, let me catch up with some of these super chats. I see Yellow Flash in chat. Yellow Flash 2 for $5. All roads lead to The Last Jedi. They will never change them. I agree, Flash. And like, to me, they don't have to. They've already won over so many people with The Mandalorian. Flash is somebody who likes The Mandalorian, right? Flash is someone who likes The Mandalorian and enjoys a lot of it. So, you know, you can enjoy it. You shouldn't have to feel guilty about it. I think there are some people that are they're trying so hard to believe these rumors because they don't want to feel guilty for enjoying something. That's what I think. That's why they're trying so hard, so desperately to believe in these bullshit rumors that have no basis in reality. Now, I'm happy to be wrong. If I'm wrong about this, you know, if in 5 years from now, if they remake the sequel trilogy, they retcon it, John and Dave finally do it, I will be the first to raise my hand, make a video, be like, hashtag I was wrong. That'll be my thumbnail. My thumbnail will be I was wrong on the left, and then just a picture of me like this. That'll be the thumbnail. I promise you right now. I'll make it. It's a guarantee. I'll make that video if they do retcon the sequel trilogy. Cross my heart, hope to die. Won't happen, but I will do it. Valiant Renegade for $5. I have 2 other videos for you, Drunk, Jeremy, Neurotic, Echo Base, etc. What does retcon mean? I hope it starts a very deep discussion. Hell yeah. Nice. Nice. I'm going to check out your channel, man. Thank you. I really appreciate you letting me know about that. Valiant Renegade again for $5. Your cynicism is a fantastic balance to others to add the spice to the Star Wars conversation that needs to be had. Well, thank you, brother. Again, I really appreciate that, man. Appreciate your support and appreciate your super chats. Let's see. Sketch Therapy says, I don't give a shit what anyone in the multiverse thinks. I am right, and everything as I have foretold years ago. And you will see I am right in the chat and all of your fucking channels. I am everywhere. Well, Sketch, I hope you get what you want, buddy. I just don't. God, this dumb motherfucker. This dude, like, again, these people have no fucking lives. Look at this retard. And you are a homophobic. What the fuck does that even mean? You are a homophobic. You are so fucking retarded. Listen, they're not sending their best. Or if they are, that's just pathetic. Because, again, people like you, people like Christopher Barker, idiots like you, low IQ dumb fucks who are just sitting there, just guzzling these motherfuckers, just guzzling jizz all day, every day from the Pedro Pascals of the world, from the Naughty Dogs of the world, because you're all the same fucking people. The Pedro stands and the Abby stands. There's a lot of crossover there. Raylos too. All of them fit in the same little weird corner of the internet where they're all just fucking jerking each other off and coming in each other's mouths. You fucking freaks, man. You're so weird, and you come in with this bullshit. And you are a homophobic. How dumb can you be? God. I see the Fs again. I see the Fs again. You know, we had something going on earlier. No Fs. Not Fs today, boys. S's in the chat. S's in the chat to spit on people like Super Cyan and Christopher Barker. S's in the chat to spit on these motherfuckers. And when we see all these S's together, we remember what that is, right? We see all the S's. And what is that? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's their lisp. That's Super Cyan's lisp. That's what the S's in the chat represent. There you go. I love seeing that. Look at that. Look at the S's, baby. That is where it's at. All right. But that's enough. That's all the attention he gets. I see 19K Fox in the chat sharing some love to Becky. What's up, 19K Fox? Glad 19K Fox is back doing his thing on YouTube. Spooky Mulder says S to spit on the soy. Nice. I like that. I like that. That's good. God, the S's, yes. Look at God, that's good. Oh man, that shit made me fucking laugh. All right. Valiant Renegade for $5. Come to New Orleans and dinner is on us. Quote, you're homophobic equals I have nothing intelligent to counter your debate points. You know, it really is something. This would be a little tangent here. There is, in 2021, words have lost meaning. You know, the word racist used to mean something because it used to be talking about actual people who were bigoted towards another race. Now it just means someone you don't agree with. Nazi used to be a thing. It used to be something that harkened back to World War II, to what the Germans did in World War II and what their ideology was, right? It used to have fucking meaning. Now it doesn't, because these people just call anyone that disagrees with them a Nazi. Transphobic, same thing. If I say, wow, I think it's dumb to put fucking pronouns in your bio and you're trying to force other people to put pronouns in their bio. I think that's really dumb and a stupid virtue signal and woke and stupid and fucking retarded. Then they call you transphobic. When in reality, the amount of people that are actually trans is a very small amount of people. The number of people who are trans and have pronouns in their bio are another very small amount of people. And the idea that everyone should do exactly what that small portion of people, you know, think they need to do to conform, that is insanity. That's not transphobic. It's simply being a normal fucking person. But again, you know, that's who these people are. These words have lost meaning. They need to find something else because these mean nothing anymore. Labeling someone a racist, a transphobe, a bigot, a homophobe, it doesn't mean shit. All it means is that you're a pussy and you disagree with me. That's what you've, you know, basically neutered that word to. So congratulations. Eric Santucci for $5. If a retcon was to happen, I think it would try to please everyone. Keep the sequel trilogy characters like Rey while retconning the specific events of the sequel trilogy. Yeah, man, that would be really tough for them to do, I feel. And I feel like you would need all the actors on board to do that. I don't know. That's just kind of my thing, but we'll see. Again, there's a lot of people that want it to happen, man. There's a lot of people that want it to happen. And I think they're so desperately hoping, but shouldn't we realize this is Disney Star Wars, right? Just keep that in the back of our mind. This is what I was trying to tell people. And what a lot of people were trying to tell people after Luke Skywalker. Hey, I'm really glad you guys got that couple minutes of excitement. That is awesome. But guys, this is Disney Star Wars. And then it didn't take long after that before Pablo Hidalgo shit on Star Wars Theory, Christina Ariel, Justina Ireland, all these people involved in the High Republic. It didn't take long for them to remind everybody that they truly are still Disney Star Wars. So, but people are quick to forget, right? People are really quick to forget. Like Pedro with the Nazi thing, Pedro with the MAGA hat thing, right? That is something that people were very quick to forget. about the Mandalorian. So I don't know. 19K Fox for $10, brother, says, much love to you, Ryan. Keep doing what you can to set these kids straight. The garbage sequel trilogy is here to stay. With a Fox and a fist bump. Thank you, 19K Fox. Appreciate that, man. Proxy for another $3. Come to Chicago. It's better, and have a few drinks. I mean, I haven't been back home in a while. I haven't been to Chicago in, God, I haven't been to Chicago in probably 8 years, maybe more. It's been a while. I'm from Northwest Indiana. The Valparaiso area is originally where I'm from. Haven't been there in a while. But, yeah, about 45 minutes to an hour outside of Chicago. So that's my place, man. I've been down. I'd be down for meeting up sometime if I'm ever there. Dragon Reborn 35 Darren for £5. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Hope all is well. Hope all is well and good, and love the content. Would like your take on what Mike Zero has been spewing about Star Wars. Mike Zero makes things up. Mike Zero makes everything up. He lies. Mike Zero just has thumbnails. He makes videos where he doesn't really say anything, and he just makes shit up. That's what Mike Zero is about. And you know, I think that fucking kudos to him. Whatever. You can do whatever you want to do with your channel. I'm not going to tell anybody else what to do with their channel. If you just want to make stuff up, make up bullshit rumors and spam out 8 videos a day about Star Wars, that's fine. Go for it, Mike Zero. Nothing against the guy personally. So. But yeah, don't take a Mike Zero rumor and think that it's real. However, he did end up being right about Anakin, didn't he? All those videos he made about Anakin returning to Star Wars ended up being right in a way that he didn't talk about, but ended up being right because eventually, you know, you have these rumors that you've thrown enough stupid shit and you might actually get something that's right. So that's what it is. But no, I don't think that they're rebooting the sequel trilogy with Brie Larson or whatever his latest rumor is. I don't think so. Personally, anyway. That's my opinion and only my opinion. And then Loreddit Silver member says, for some reason, I'm cool with Zero, though, because no one is really fooled by it. He's harmless. That's kind of my opinion, too. That's kind of my opinion, too, that that I don't think many people take him seriously, so I don't really care. Sounds like you're describing Doomcock. He takes Reddit rumors and makes videos about KK getting fired. Never true. Well, I talked a lot about all of these sequel trilogy rumors and how real I think they are. So just take that as you will, Zan, Jaina. But I appreciate it. Valiant Renegade for $5. Mike Zero. Mike Zero equals broken clock is right twice a day. Essentially, that's kind of how I feel about Mike Zero. Oh my God, we have a celebrity. Drunk 3PL, who accused me in my video earlier, accused me of muting him on Twitter. I'll have you know, Drunk 3PO. Drunk 3PO is one of, let's see, 1, 2, 3. One of, well, no, Zack Snyder, Schefter. So of people that I like actually know, right? Drunk 3PO is one of 3 people that I have on notifications on Twitter. So every time he tweets, I see it. I'm not going to tell you who the other people are, but he's one of 3 people that I actually know now that Jeremy's been taken off Twitter. I do have Zack Snyder on notification. I do have Adam Schefter on notification. And I do have some baseball guy on notification. But people actually know Jay's one of the 3. I would never mute him. For some reason, it didn't come up when I did my video today, though. But yeah, the idiot who's making a ton of Gina Carano videos, he's getting a lot of views, so I say fucking go for it. That's what I say. Jens Jurgensen for 100. There is no such thing as homophobia. Phobia results in pounding heart, sweating, trembles, and shaking, shortness of breath, chest pains, nausea, vomiting. I've never heard of these reactions towards LGBTQ. I kind of agree. I do think that the like the term phobia when it comes to like transphobia, homophobia, I think it's incredibly mistitled because I don't think there's anyone right now that has a fear of gay people. I just don't think. I do think there's a very small, insignificant portion of people that hate gay people for some reason. I do think that that's probably true, right? Probably fucking counted on the tens of thousands the people that legitimately hate gay people in the Western world. But yeah, the term phobia I think is very strange to use. All right. Where did it go? All right, that I am all caught up on that. Ryan also has Krista Nova notifications. I don't believe so. Stonks. Josh says stonks. Yeah, stonks. Sketch says, did Mike Zero, despite our lack of kindness, ever call us bigots? No, he never attacked us in that way I know of. That's why I grant him his opinion and respect his grind. Oh, I can respect his grind. That's for sure. I can respect his grind. But nothing that he's saying is real. But that's what I say. All right. RK Stonk post. I like it, Liquid Nitrogen. All right. Let me get some other fucking people in here. Let me get some other people in here. I don't know who's going to show up today, but I need some help. I need some peeps. I need some of that love up in here. Where the fuck is this chat even at? Oh, here it is. There it is. All right. Let me get my headphones out. We have true enemies behind it. Yeah, Mike Steer is not an enemy. Mike Steer is not an enemy in any way, shape, or form. Get some whammons. Assyrian Oldies wants whammon on the stream. We'll see. You never know. Sometimes the whammons show up. Sometimes they do. The Geek Blend, a $3 super sticker. It's a little pear-shaped man with a thumbs up. Thank you very much, Geek Blend. Appreciate it. Paquette Albert Gabriel for Canadian $5. Just like their gender, that phobia is made up. P.S. You have a small one. See you on Friday Night Tights. You have a small one. Is Paquette Albert Gabriel the one with all of the fucking parody accounts of me on Friday Night Tights? That's what I want to know. Sounds like it. It sounds like it. But thank you, Paquette Albert Gabriel. Bum, bum, bum. All right. You're here for me. Well, thank you. Yeah, usually if I've gone from, we gone an hour and 20 minutes at this point. So an hour and 20 minutes is a pretty long time to talk by yourself, to be honest with you. People like Gary, I don't know how they do it, to be real. Like, Gary streams by himself for so long. Maybe it's because he doesn't get as amped up. Gary stays pretty calm for the most part. Gary's pretty chill. Gary's pretty calm. He can get worked up on occasion, but for the most part, he's pretty chill. So maybe that's why he can last longer alone on a stream than I can. And, I always end up fucking burning myself out so quick. Now, we do have somebody back there. We do have someone back there. Let's see if she wants to come on. There's people calling for her in the chat. Let's see. I just asked her, do you want on? And she says, sure. Yes? All right. Here she comes as she's drinking.
Oh my God. You didn't even give me a chance to clean my hair.
Clean your hair.
Fix my hair. God.
Did you stream earlier today?
Yeah, I just got done moving a whole lot of furniture right now, so I was like, crap.
Someone whose hair is covered right now, but is always on point, even if he's constantly during his interviews with very important people. Drunk people.
Jay.
Very important people.
That's right. What's up, Jay?
Hey, man. Didn't want you to be out there by yourself.
Thank you.
Is it hot there where you're at, Steph?
No, I just got done. I need to take my sweater off. I just got done moving some furniture.
She doesn't want to show anyone she's wearing my merch underneath.
I know.
I'm embarrassed to wear this shirt. I'm just staying super hot to cover it up. But that's all right. Be proud with the RK Outpost merch.
I am proud.
That's what I'm cutting out.
You have 2 new members.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Valiant Renegade becomes a channel member. Thank you very much, Valiant Renegade. That is awesome. Appreciate that. And then the Geek Blend, my man Jeff, with the upgrade to the Raging Ryan 2. Already was a member. Now he's a Raging Ryan version 2.0. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Nice.
I appreciate that. Let's see. What's my favorite Marvel comic, bro? Like my favorite comic run or my favorite Marvel comic book character or my favorite Marvel comic book issue? My favorite Marvel comic book issue is Star Wars 108. That is my favorite Marvel comic book issue because of what it represents. And if you don't know, Star Wars 108 is actually a Legends story, the first Legends story we've had in print since they decanonized. I have it. I mean, I have it somewhere. I just don't have it on me. But it's somewhere in this fucking mess of shit. That's my favorite comic. What's your favorite comic, Jay? Your favorite Marvel comic?
First appearance by the Punisher. It's a beautiful comic. I have all the Punisher comics from the first appearance to the Daredevil Chronicles, all the way up to the Civil War, where he becomes Captain America for a day, and good stuff.
Do you think they're gonna completely cuck Punisher?
Yeah, like, they already started with they changed his origin story, so which is yeah, I think they're just gonna head that route, and I think it's because the I guess the wrong people are wearing that logo, and they keep getting caught wearing it, like police officers and everything else, and so.
Okay, imagine if like the most like legitimate like white supremacist dude out there gets caught like beating up somebody wearing an Iron Man shirt that he got from Target. What are you gonna do? Who fucking cares?
I know.
Who cares? That doesn't fucking matter. It's so stupid.
I know.
What if I go out there and beat a bunch of baby seals? Does that mean they're gonna have to discontinue Superman comics?
Exactly. It's stupid. It's stupid. When they changed his origin story, that was kind of like, and this has been like the 4th time like they've tried to cancel the first they tried to cancel the Punisher by changing his story, and then now this recent one that kind of ramped up because of the Capitol building thing. They're like pushing Marvel just to kill him off. Like just kill him off. Be done with him. So it's crazy. So it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's so disappointing.
But he had a limited edition like series long time ago where he creates Jigsaw and all that stuff. It's such a good comic. And the artwork, I have it.
What did you think about the TV show?
Season 1 on Netflix was a little slow. Season 2, I thought, was more of who he was. I thought he was a little bit more of the Punisher in the Daredevil series, like when he was in jail. And he just, because he's very brutal, you know, like the times in the series where he was like spending time talking to that girl and just being like a family man. It's not really. I mean, I get what they were trying to do. It just wasn't. It's just not who he was. Like he's normally like living underground in New York, eating rats, like just being like a complete crazy man vigilante, you know, just listening to the police sirens and going to where it's at and taking care of business. So, you know,
yeah.
So I thought that there was elements in. I liked season 2 a lot better, and I was hoping that they would continue on. They haven't. I don't think they've really done them well in the movies per se. So
did you like Jigsaw in season 1 though? Like how I hated that.
No, that wasn't. Yeah, I loved Kingpin.
Yeah.
In that whole atmosphere with Daredevil. Oh my god, I thought Kingpin was the guy who played Kingpin was fantastic.
Speaking of Kingpins, we have the Kingpin of the stream. Mara Jade has joined us. She's done her dog
Candy cane.
in.
Yeah.
What the
is that? My lips are kind of blue.
What the fuck? What is that?
Blueberry candy cane.
Did you guys like just now taking down your Christmas tree? You like just took that thing down and started
No, I was in a Walmart one day and they had a display of these different flavors. And I'm like, I'm gonna try this. So
do you guys hang actual candy canes on your tree? Anybody?
No.
Yes.
Nope, I don't.
I do.
I do.
Yeah.
No. But we have
and
cats,
I eat them all December.
We have cats, so I'll just knock that shit down. So there's like we can't hang anything on there.
Like when I had a cat, we didn't hang anything on literally like the bottom third of the tree.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like everything just stayed on top. Fucking cats, dude. Cats are trash.
They just walk them like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, cats are fucking assholes, dude. Dogs are just they are dumb and they love you so much. You know what I mean? Like they're smart, but they're dumb because they don't even understand like. That's what makes a dog so sweet and innocent and lovable. Is like you can be an asshole to them. You can treat them bad. You can kind of ignore them and not do what you should, and they will just love you regardless of anything. Cats will fucking eat you as soon as you die. Cats will not mourn. Cats don't give a fuck. Cats only care about most cats. I would say 80% of cats. Cats, they just want you for what you can give them. And then they're just off doing their own fucking thing. They're only there for you to pet them if they fucking feel like it. Dogs are just there for you. That's how I feel. Fuck cats. Valiant Renegade for $5. Drunk 3PO enters to steal the show. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up? I don't know if I'm stealing.
We got a couple Drunk 3PO super chats coming up.
Oh, nice.
Becky Browerin for $5. Thanks for bringing Drunk 3PO on. Heart, 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 smiley, smiley, smiley.
Oh,
that's nice.
That's sweet.
And then another one from Krista Joe for $2. OMG, a celebrity joined us. Steph. Oh, hi, Jay.
I believe it. Steph all the way.
There you go. Thank you, Krista. Valiant Renegade for another $5. We have become a society of identity politics and not intelligence. We need you guys to keep pushing back. Hashtag we love Cara Dune. I did, since Jay's on here, I just kind of wanted to get his thoughts on it. I did a big stream on it yesterday. But kind of, if you could, what are your thoughts just on yesterday and everything we saw and how long it trended and all that?
I think yesterday was the first time in a long time I haven't had toxic time on Twitter.
That's good.
It was it was really good. And it was I was beyond the thing for me was I asked who put all this together, like we talked, and he just needed, he needed people like us who have a bigger following to help get the ball rolling. And it was awesome how everyone, just came together and people were so excited. They just started tweeting things multiple times. Like they didn't wait till their time. They just were like, let's just get it done. Yeah. And the thing that I loved the most was Gina Carano didn't put her phone down all day yesterday. She was there answering, liking, retweeting, not only on Twitter, but on Instagram. She was taking everyone's little Steph's videos and all. She's putting them on her Instagram. In her fleet. It just was so cool. When I did the live stream, it was I just asked did Gina like any of your tweets? Just put one in the chat and just everybody was just putting ones. And And to me, like that is that's such a win for fans, you know, like and sometimes people were like talking about like comparing it to the Snyder Cut hashtag, you know, as how as many people trashed it, everyone stuck with it, and now look where we're going, you know, and it's really cool to see when the fans win, whether you like I said, whether you like The Mandalorian or not. It's just really cool to see the fans win. And like for me, like when I saw, you know, I'm not a DC person, the Snyder stuff, I just enjoy the movies for what they were. If the Snyder Cut never came out, it wouldn't bother me as a whole. But to see you guys so happy, it just made me happy for the movement. You know what I mean? And like that was that's what's more important to me, is like not only my friends happy, but you know, seeing something come together for the fans, because we get crapped on all the time. You know what we just constantly get crapped on for just wanting something that, you know, what's wrong with us tweeting "We love Cara Dune"? Why does everyone got to like get all mad and try to knock it down and try to, you know, it's like let us have some fun for a day. And it was a fun day for me. I thought it was a fun day. You know, I was getting tagged in a lot of those tweets, and it was just fun to see, you know, and just see everything happen. I didn't expect my live stream to be as big. Like I didn't. Jeremy and Theory weren't even supposed to come on. They just kind of were like, "Hey, just set me on." But it was fun. It was just a fun day for me. So now I closed out my Twitter. I'm like, I'm just gonna take a break.
I think it was cool just to see the haters be TFO. That's honestly what was good for me to see. To see all the people that were showing the love just so vastly outweigh all the fucking losers.
It was like
at this for 6 months.
It was like 48,000 tweets to like 2,000. Like the fire Gina Carano, like they had the numbers up on the, so they just couldn't, you know, they couldn't hang.
Yeah, and
for articles to be written like they're dueling hashtags. They're not dueling.
That was dumb.
The best part was the replies to that. I think I have that. Let me pull that up. Yeah, here it is.
That was dumb. That was dumb. The funny thing is that little video clip that I had up kind of went a little big, but the quoted tweets from that were, I don't know if it's being flagged because I can't pull up the quoted tweets to my tweet anymore. But people were just losing their mind. They're just like, "I'm gonna unsub for your channel. You're weird."
Well, if it's quote tweets, if you have someone blocked, see like here, right? There's 6 quote tweets. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually that means the other 2 people have blocked you, in my experience.
I can't pull mine up at all. Like it just says nothing to see here.
But I thought it was cool because you go to this, you see Fire Gina Carano, We Love Cardoon, both trend, dueling hashtags, and then the replies. We love Cardoon, we love Cardoon, we love Cardoon, we love Cardoon. This one fucking loser, Fire Gina Carano, who replies to a shit ton of them. We love Cardoon. This dude's a fucking freak. This dude's a fucking autistic weirdo. Just ignore anything he says. We love Cardoon. This person says, this is kind of a weird one. In between. We love Cardoon, we love Cardoon. I love Gina. We love Cardoon. The same weirdo. We love Cardoon. We love Cardoon. Same weirdo.
Yeah.
We love Cardoon. We love like just over and over again. That's all it was.
Can you pull mine up real quick? Like, because I can't. Every time I click on the quoted tweets, it says nothing to see here.
Hold on.
I don't know why it's doing that. It's very odd. It's very there. It is. What is that?
Yeah, that is weird.
That's weird.
Does that mean it got flagged or something?
No. I don't know why it says that, though. That's very strange indeed. Very strange. Those fucking losers. God.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was not just... Okay, I'm glad it's just not just me.
That's not you. That's very strange. I've never seen anything like that.
That's weird. I was gonna like use that, but I can't use that anymore.
All right. Let me get back to here. Proxy for $4. Hey Jay, tell Gina I said hi.
Okay.
If you had $1 for every time someone said that, how many dollars would you have, Jay?
You probably wouldn't see me on YouTube anymore. I'd probably be at a beach with a big coconut drink in my hand.
A coconut drink?
Yeah, like a big coconut.
Are you at a sandals resort?
Yeah, man. Exactly.
Just a drink in a coconut?
Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't like coconut. I don't want them to put my shit in a coconut.
It's like it's like parrot rum. They put it in a coconut and it's really good.
Hey, real quick, Mara, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Thin Mints.
Oh, that's a full answer.
Thin Mints.
That's Jay. What's your answer?
Samoas.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No weirdos on that fucking side. Fuck.
I could down like 3 boxes of Samoas and not even blink. I just would.
Heck yeah! I almost finished a whole box of Samoas today. Ryan's making fun of me because I like Samoas.
No, well, it's just terrible. Samoas are trash.
They're so good. They're always sold out.
Yeah.
It's because they don't make many, and there's too many fucking people with bad taste.
Are you kidding? No fucking way. They don't make many. That's one of their best-selling cookies.
So good.
That
Every time I see the kid, I'm like, yeah, Samoas. We sold out this morning. I'm like, give me Thin Mints. I ain't getting anything else.
Do-si-dos. Oh my God.
Andrew Johnson, frozen Thin Mints. Yes.
Yeah, those are pretty good. I've had those before. But Samoas, man. Oh.
Yeah, Team Samoas.
Thin Mints are the winners. Here, I just proved it. Here you go.
Oh God, he probably Googled like, what's the most popular Girl Scout cookie?
Thin Mints, motherfuckers.
Where's Samoa? Second?
What are you talking about, Thin Mints? You were like earlier. You were like Do-si-dos. Do-si-dos are the best.
Where's Do-si-do at?
Do-si-dos are probably down here a little bit. Right here. Do-si-dos are right here.
All right.
So Thin Mints are my favorite, followed by Do-si-do. But the reason I hype Do-si-do is because you don't need to hype Thin Mints. I don't need to fucking hype up Tom Brady.
Does anybody like the lemon ones? I can't. I don't.
No, I like the tagalongs and the peanut butter ones.
Well, the peanut butter ones ain't bad.
Actually, well, the tagalongs, the ones covered in chocolate, I actually don't like those as much as I like the Do-si-dos, the oatmeal peanut butter sandwich ones. That's something really good about that to me.
I like Samoas and trefoils.
Nah, that's a good combo.
Oh, the shortbread ones? Fuck that.
Yeah, shortbread.
The lemon ups, if the lemon ups are what I think, if they're the ones that are just like cookie on the outside with lemon filling, like an Oreo kind of.
Yeah, I think that's what that is.
I actually love lemon Oreos and I love those lemon ups. It's really weird. I could eat a whole box of lemon Oreos. But I hate the lemonade one though. What the fuck is Toffee-tastic?
I don't know. I've never seen them.
Those are like the I think they're like the gluten-free ones or something like that. I can't remember. They were like, yeah, they're for people who have like allergies or something.
If someone put a gun to my head and said name all of the Girl Scout cookies or you're dead, I would just shoot me now because I wouldn't be able to name all those.
No, I didn't even realize some of them existed because
I can name them all, but I sold them so.
Yeah, I just see Thin Mints, tagalongs, Samoas, basically the big ones. That's all I see whenever the Girl Scouts are trying to sell them in front of like a grocery store or whatever.
Yeah.
Samoas.
I stand Do-si-dos. They don't get enough love. Samoas. I just don't like Samoas.
Is it coconut? You don't like coconut, right?
No.
I don't like coconut.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
Coconut is the last Jedi of.
Oh no, man! I can eat coconut every day.
I have like shredded coconut, a bag of shredded coconut in my pantry right now. I think I
have it.
It's divisive because some people that's one of those flavors that some people just don't like, right? That if coconut's on anything, it's like, oh no, I can't handle it. And then other people like, oh my god, give me more.
I don't like. I've tried it. I always try everything once. And just never took. You
ever had coconut shrimp? I bet Jay's had coconut shrimp.
No.
Dude, I live in Florida, of course. Like they put coconut on there. Like there's coconut trees. Like I can walk outside and just grab a couple coconuts and just hack them open.
That sounds like hell.
It's so good, man. Like right off the tree is the best.
Well, Trump can always count on them having coconut flavored anything at his retirement community where he lives.
I have a palm tree that fell down in my yard. It doesn't have any coconuts on it though. But now I got to figure out.
Hard. That's a strong storm if you can get a palm tree to fall, because they usually they're the last trees to fall during a storm.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of resistance. Like they're supposed to be like bendy and shit. But this one, like I came out the day after the storm, and instead of being like this, it was just like this. Like it wasn't all the way down. And then every day I came out because I was like, it's not my house, I'm renting. So whatever.
Kristen Joe says, "Damn, Ryan, you hate Samoa cookies. I'm canceling my membership now."
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. But it's just like every day it was just a little lower than the next day. It was just on the ground. It was like a fucking erection that just
deflated.
Aww, poor erection tree.
Yeah.
Someone, where is that? Oh my gosh, proven 22x. Don't spiders live in coconuts? What is that?
Yeah.
Not inside, but no, not inside the coconut. Inside, like the big husk. You got to peel that out.
Inside the husk.
Sometimes, like spiders live in there, roaches and stuff like that. So
there's no way I'm eating coconuts now. Thank you.
There's not in every one. I mean, a lot of times when they fall off the tree and they'll just stay on the ground, it gets very moist. And so bugs they go inside there. So if you get them off the tree, then they're good. Not
what
those.
Called a coconut crab.
Yeah. That they don't have those in Central Florida. I think that's more Caribbean than anything.
Coconut crab.
I think they taste good too.
That's what they grind up. Sometimes they get one where they grind it up for the Samoas. That's what you're getting.
Shut up.
That's where that protein in the Samoa came from.
Well, that's
coconut
good.
Crab.
I like almond joys just because they have coconut in them.
Oh, I love almond joys too.
Yeah.
My dad likes those. He likes almond joys and mounds. Well, no, he likes mounds over almond joys, but yeah.
Mounds.
I don't eat any of that shit.
Mounds are basically almond joys without the nuts.
Most people that have coconut trees,
dark chocolate.
I don't know.
They have like a spike in their backyard, and you just know what it is because they take the coat and they just hammer it on the spike so they can rip it open. Yeah, and then they can once they crack it open. Yeah. I'm not a fan of drinking like the milk out of it. I like cutting it like out, so because that stuff is like it literally gives you the runs if you drink it fresh. A lot of that stuff. It's a natural
diuretic.
Yeah.
Can you? If I got drunk enough, I might consider slamming it down like that and then just pouring out like rum or something.
They do. They put a parrot rum in there, and it's
just fucking mix it, shake it up with the coconut water.
Right. It's really good.
Do that.
Okay. Someone said, Ryan, look up spider inside banana on YouTube.
Oh no, I don't
do that while I read some of these stuff. Valiant Renegade, another $5 super chat. Jay, your channel success is not about Gina, it's about you, a genuine soul who fights for culture people are so hungry for. Same as Ryan and Jeremy.
My channel growth was definitely not traditional, but I appreciate that. I just had like a tsunami hit at the same time, like on one day. So
I talk about that all the time. Like all channels are different. Like they just are. Like I always used to take it back to the High Council and how like Jeremy, Jeff, and EVS all grew their channels completely differently, completely different styles. And at one point, they were all right around the same subs. So it's just all different. Krista Joe for $5. It was amazing to see the variety of Gina Carano tweets bombarding Twitter yesterday. Shout out to everyone that kept the love for her trending. I think it
was just fun for a lot of people, like because not other than Ryan, who can tweet anything and get numerous hate. Me and Ryan can tweet the exact same thing and get the exact same likes and get the exact same retweet. tweets, but it's just so negative. Mine would be all positive. People were not afraid to, to tweet stuff out, and they weren't worried about the toxic people coming through. So,
yeah,
I loved it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
Louise Brooks for $5. I'm an old school feminist. Pro Bernie, pro Samoas. Oh God. And Gina should keep her job. Fuck cancel culture. Love her. Thank you, Louise. I appreciate that.
What do you think? What do you think if they fire her?
What do I think if that happened?
Like, what would happen? Yeah.
I mean, if that happened, I think that there would be. Honestly, I think there would be a pretty tumultuous storm for several months, and then I think it would, I think it would hang around for a long time. I think the impact would be felt for a while, and I think there's a lot of people wouldn't be interested in Star Wars, period. But I do think that eventually, I said it earlier that we as a people and as a society are pretty quick to forget. Like we are so concerned with like the next thing that quite often we forget about what's happened. So I would like to think that would prevent people ever from supporting them ever.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, there's a lot of people who after Last Jedi said, I'm never supporting another Disney. I'm never going to see another movie in theaters. And then they went to see Rise of Skywalker. The
only thing I've ever said was I will never watch a Rian Johnson film. And I've stuck to that. And I also said when Cuties came out, I was canceling my Netflix. I stuck with that. So it is that's about it.
Yeah.
I have to go to my brother's house to watch stuff, which is kind of lame, but
oh God.
Sticking to my guns, baby.
I don't know if this is the right video, but either way, it's scary as gross.
So in Florida, they have these spiders called the banana spider that we've all seen them here. When people grow bananas, you got to spray them with but yeah, I think this is it. If it's a yellow spider, then this is it. So
it's an
watch it like jump on the screen.
Still 808 savages.
Yeah, that's it.
Nuke it from orbit. I'm
my
God. I'd burn my house down if I saw that. Nope.
That is.
They also the worst one is look up banana. I'll show you.
I have like 6 bananas sitting downstairs. I'm just gonna throw them all away. Valiant Renegade for $5. When you have 2 daughters like me, you learn to eat all the Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, I mean that's true. I'm sure that is the case. I'm sure Steph ate a lot when she was selling them. Louise Brooks for $10. If they fire her, gag, they, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube will feel the wrath of the people who still believe in the First Amendment. Go Reddit, tank Wall Street. This is what, like, I think there would be massive blowback online from a lot of different places. You would see like these big, like conservative YouTube channels talking about it. It would get so much fucking publicity. If that happened. And I think that,
So this is a banana tree spider. They're very common here in Florida. When there's a lot of bananas around, they grow giant webs. They're harmless though. They're harmless. They are that big, but they don't bite. Like and their webs are enormous. So like people that like walk, like they're walking through the woods at night, they walk through them. And you remember that scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark when Indy had all the spider on his back? That's what happens. Like when you get to your house, you're like, hey, get these things off my back.
Oh my God.
They just crawl around.
I would die.
Yeah, nope.
I would kill every single one of those.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't kill them, but I'm like, nope.
But they're harmless. Like they don't bite people. So yeah.
What's my favorite comic from Batman? Like Dark Knight Returns is such like an easy one. That is one of my favorite stories. My favorite comic from Batman. I mean, The Killing Joke's pretty fucking good. As far as like not like traditionally like, oh, one of the greatest Batman stories ever, I actually do like the Court of Owls run from New 52. I think that Batman New 52 is like one of the best parts of New 52 in general. So if you want a little more modern and a little different take, I'd say that.
I'm actually really curious about that Court of Owls story. I never ever heard that before until the video game shared that, and I was just kind of like, that sounds like an interesting story. Is it a good story or no?
Yeah, it's interesting. So the Court of Owls story, basically it's these like it's this group of really fucking influential people that have been manipulating a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and they have these immortal talons basically that they kind of have like do all their bidding and fight for them and shit. And it turns out that like Dick Grayson is actually a Talon, and it's a fucking very complex story, but it shows like that Bruce, when he first started becoming Batman, kind of like year 1, year 2 Batman, he was after this mythical Court of Owls. And he thought he proved that they didn't exist, that it was just a rumor, that it was just people making stories up, when in fact they did exist. And yeah, it's good, man. It talks a lot about like old Gotham and how they manipulated things to gather power and how they were involved in.
So it's a secret society.
Yes, yeah.
And then Batman discovers them, and then he tries to stop him.
Yeah.
That sounds so cool.
Scott Snyder. Yeah, Scott Snyder is woke as fuck, but Court of Owls is a good story. Despite Scott Snyder being woke, it was a good story. 100%. It's like, I think if you just pick up like the first 2 trade paperbacks, let me look. I have them right here. Oh God, Blackest Night. So, I mean, I hate Jeff Johns, but I love his fucking comics.
I enjoyed White Knight.
What's that story on?
What?
What is that about?
White Knight. It has the Joker in it, and the Joker is now is cured, right? So he goes back to being Jack Napier, and
really,
as Jack Napier, he like gets he discovers like the Batman Relief Fund or something like that. And it's discovered that like every time Batman destroys something, the value of property goes down in that neighborhood, and the rich kind of buy up everything, all the property, and, you know, kind of like screw over the people that live there. And so he gets the Bat family. So he gets Barbara and Dick and the GCPD to like use to combine forces with Batman, and they form their own like police unit. And throughout the whole thing, Bruce does not trust Jack Napier. So, and it's kind of discovered like at the end that Harley Quinn was the one who gave him these pills that cured him.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's only a six comics, right?
Yeah, it's not a very long run, but it's really interesting. And then they had a second version of Return of the White Knight or something like that, which goes even further back into like the Joker and stuff behind there. And now they have White Knight presents Harley Quinn, so it's really cool. I really like that whole run.
That's awesome. Did you see what Kelly said? Smash the like button before a spider.
Yeah, fucking face. Yeah, here, like these two, like if you pick up these two, Jay, it's probably a good start. Court of Owls and City of Owls. It's just the first 2 volumes of Batman New 52.
That sounds awesome, actually. Do they have like animated audiobooks like for that?
No. Not that I've ever heard.
You know what I'm talking about? Like with like voice actors and sound effects and
It's how all the Star Wars audiobooks are.
The Alien ones are like that too. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So is Plagueis actually, yeah.
I see Inside the Booth. Good show, guys. Just saying hi and goodbye before I'm going to my live. God bless you all. Thank you, Inside the Booth. I hung out with those guys on their live stream. Good dudes. So shout out. Thank you. Blue North Bear for $5. Flamethrower, that banana spider some bitch. Yeah, that's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike. Mike W wrote, "Is it on cassette tapes?"
Is it a book on tape? Yeah. Not Audible. Dark Knight's Metal was pretty good. I didn't like the ending. And it was a lot to keep up with, all the storylines, interconnected shit. Black and White News. If you guys like John Matrix, if you like Rhodes Rants, if you like Black and White Sports, check out Black and White News for $5. Respect my baby Yoda, Ryan, from John Matrix. Fuck that little baby Yoda piece of shit who's always just in the corner. You know, I got something to say about your baby. This is what I think, John. Oh, fucking turn around. This is baby Yoda. This is when Kylo Ren is finished with him. This is baby Yoda. This is what happens to him. He's got an axe out of his head after Ben Solo has his way with little Grogu. That's what the future holds. Anyway, it got really quiet when I started talking about murdering baby Yoda species.
No, I'm on your side.
Yeah. Well, we've talked a little about the Gina Carano stuff, about all this. We've just started talking about DC a little bit. 2 fan hashtags on back-to-back days that got trending. It's a good. I was wondering when we started hearing when the Cara Dune stuff, We Love Cara Dune, was coming out. I was worried that the day was going to be the same, but it wasn't. Zack Snyder's Justice League and the Snyder Cut were trending basically all day today. We got a new quote from the movie, officially from Martian Manhunter, which is awesome because, as a lot of people who've been following it closely know, Martian Manhunter is in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Of course, we got the posters and the official release date just a few days ago. Steph, what is your hype level for this movie?
I'm so stoked. I'm so freaking stoked. I'm planning a trip just to go and see this movie. So I can hang out with my peeps and go and see this movie. I'm so freaking excited for this. I'm probably more excited than I was when it got announced. And you know how excited we were when it got announced. I'm even more excited for it because it's almost here. It is almost here. We're about to see it really, really soon. So excited. I'm so freaking stoked for this movie. And I'm so on board with a 4-hour freaking movie. I am so on board for that. I can't wait. I can't wait to just sit there with all of these snacks around me and just enjoy the good.
Are you gonna get the mother box?
I want to get the mother box. Yes. Show me the mother box.
Let me find it. There's a Bounty in the Comics article about it. What about you, Mara? What's your excitement level?
I'm pretty much even though I don't look it just because I'm so tired, I'm beyond excited because now we have official dates. The only negative I will say is that I wish they'd made it Friday instead of Thursday. Because who picks Thursday to release a movie and not Friday, the day right before a weekend, when most people will be available to watch it?
Is it Thursday night? Is it a midnight thing?
I don't know. If it's noon, like when Wonder Woman dropped, then that won't be exactly an issue. But at the same time, people are still working. It's a 4-hour movie, things like that. But if it's a Friday, you're going to have more people watching it on the weekends. And you want so I don't know why they picked Thursday.
It's okay. I don't mind. I'm so excited. I'm still excited for it. I don't care what day it comes out. I'm still so freaking excited for it. And
Thursdays are tradition. It should be noted. Thursdays are traditionally the days when movies drop.
Yeah.
As well. So
traditionally, yes, but at the same time, it depends on when they release it Thursday. If it's midnight,
it's usually at 9, 10, 11.
Yeah,
releases.
7 p.m. is the first time they.
So it depends on when they drop it, pretty much. But if they drop it at noon, like they did Wonder Woman, on Christmas Day, then it's like, well, then why are you making it Thursday? Why don't you just make it Friday?
I think that they're probably lining it up with the theater.
That.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what they're doing. They're lining up with the movie theaters.
The fuck? At least Cyborg's eye. The fuck? I don't know why it does that. But this is Wonderland at Home. Serves DC Justice League. Zack Snyder's Justice League. They have the trailer there. This is basically something they're doing. It's kind of like, the dine-in experiences you can get at some of these fucking like Cinebistro places. That's kind of what they're trying to do, but ship it to your home.
Mm-hmm.
This is launching. Let's see. This is launching April to May. So is this even going to be in time? That's my question.
I don't think so.
Well, then why the fuck are you even doing it? But anyway, create a reinvention of fan favorite Big Belly Burger, one of the fast food brands from DC Universe. Sip on a Jitters coffee and make an incredible dessert straight from the cornfields of Smallville. Within the box is a tasty menu of treats along with 2 beers and some surprise sensorial extras. Marrying both the physical and digital worlds together, fans can expect interactive games and exclusive content to enjoy online, dishes to be revealed in the run-up to launch. So this is what it comes in. It comes in a mother box, right? Mm-hmm. And you have the Ocean Trench, Icelandic cotton chips. You got a Big Belly Burger. The Resurrection, inspired by the cornfields of Smallville. We'll figure out what exactly that will be. A couple things that they'll still reveal. Ancient Themysciran Fire, who fucking knows? But this is one of the things I thought was interesting. I don't know if I'm going to get it. $130 seems a lot when I'd rather just order pizza.
No,
but
God.
I thought it was something cool.
It serves 2. It serves 2, and it's like, I don't know if I want to get like $130, and it's just like me, pretty much.
Well,
and I'm really excited because I hope that a new trailer drops on Valentine's Day.
It is going to happen.
Yeah.
2/14.
Yeah.
It's dropped because 2/14 was the original runtime of this movie, 3 hours and 44 minutes. There will be a trailer dropping on Valentine's Day. So everybody should be excited for that. Let's take a look through the hashtag just like we did before and see what exactly people are talking about. Now, Zack Snyder, again, as he always does, dropped something. The quote from Martian Manhunter, "There's a war coming."
Mm-hmm.
Again, Martian Manhunter, so yet more confirmation for all the fucking doubters who said, no, it's never going to happen. Martian Manhunter is in this movie. General Swanwick is John Jones, and he will be in the movie. So looking forward to it.
I'm so looking forward to watching this unicorn. Where's Trey? Where's Trey in the chat? We're watching.
That's probably the big, I love Batman, and I love the other characters, but Martian Manhunter is probably the one one thing that I could honestly say I'm looking forward to, just because we have not had really a good live action version of him, and the only live action version we've had of him so far is CW Supergirl. Yeah,
which I don't think the guy playing him is terrible, but it's just Supergirl, and it's so fucking.
Well, yeah, the show and the special effects in the show itself is crap. The guy is not bad, but when you have that as the only live action to go off of as far as portrayal of Martian Manhunter, I really want to see what Zack Snyder is going to give us with General Swanwick's character.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it. I think Snyder Cut was trending as well. Both things. Oh, look at that guy. Look at that young looking dude. Mm-hmm. God, he looks so little there, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's so tiny.
He's so tiny.
And he is. Look at him. Look how little he is back then.
I know. It's just funny to hear you say that. He's so tiny.
He is. Little Henry Cavill. God, I can't fucking wait for this shit. Yeah, 1 million fucking tweets. That's kind of crazy. But Desaad, I'm looking forward to seeing Desaad. Yeah. And, of course, Darkseid. I tweeted Darkseid. Hold on. Let me find my shit. I know I didn't tweet as much as that fucking loser that we were looking at before. Boom. This is the thing I'm looking forward to most. I'm looking forward to seeing Darkseid in live action. Yeah, I know. Keep showing Henry, and that Star Wars girl will appear. That's true. I cannot fucking wait to see Darkseid live action. For those of you guys that don't know, they massacred all of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and like Steppenwolf coming to Earth, doing all that stuff. That was actually Darkseid in Zack Snyder's Justice League. They redid the CGI. They cut short that thing from about 10 minutes to 2 minutes. But Darkseid is behind all of this.
Is Steppenwolf in the film?
Yes, Steppenwolf is in the film.
I haven't kept up. I don't know.
Darkseid, Steppenwolf, and Desaad are in the film.
So at the end, it's a big trinity of fighting. Like
I don't. At the end, you're just gonna see. Well, here's a spoiler alert for all of you. Wonder Woman's probably gonna cut off Steppenwolf's head.
Mm-hmm.
And Darkseid is gonna open a boom tube and confront everyone after Steppenwolf is defeated. That's kind of what a lot of us think will happen, but there's still a lot we don't know. Let's see if I can find the new Steppenwolf footage.
Dang, he must have had a lot of footage that was never used.
Oh my god!
He felt like he was nearly done filming when he had to leave, and then Joss Whedon and Jeff Johns came in and refilmed like 85% of what Zack Snyder shot.
Why would they do that? That's so dumb.
Because they wanted to make it more like Marvel.
Yeah.
Ryan, I send you photo.
Ryan, I send you photo.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I send you photo. That's so cute.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Send you photo.
This will show you like the Joss Whedon version and the Zack Snyder.
I've seen that. Yeah, it's a little different. Just a little different.
So this was the original. The bottom is the original version, right?
Yeah.
And then they redid it because, quote, they thought this was too scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They thought this was too scary for audiences. They wanted to make it lighter. You know, the dude who's killing people has a fucking axe, killing people with it. He was too scary. So they wanted to redesign it. And they did. And there you have this this cuck Steppenwolf. This spiky motherfucker is going to tear shit up, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
So you think we'll see anything from the original in this? Like any footage?
There were still scenes that they kept from what Zack Snyder filmed. It's a little bit.
About 15% of about 15% of Zack Snyder's footage was used in.
Imagine being the actor filming, and then they're like, "Hey, we got to refilm the whole movie."
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did.
So crazy.
Why do you think Ben Affleck looks like shit?
Yeah, so so there will be like some scenes here and there where you're like, "Oh, I remember that from the theatrical release," but those are going to be pretty much few and far between. They reshot a vast majority of the film.
That's crazy.
Remember how like Henry Cavill, like how weird his face looked at the beginning when these like kids are filming him and he's like talking to them, and you saw like they CGI'd his mustache off because like, he had to come back and film those scenes, and he was filming the Mission Impossible movie at the same time.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, I do think so. I do think one thing you'll see is like similar scenes with different dialogue. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, like you are going to see, you know, them face off against Superman, and like in the little park area. You are going to see that scene. It's going to be a lot different. The military is going to be there to confront Superman as well, and there's going to be a lot different dialogue. Like, if you remember, like Superman when he goes to Batman. He's like, "Tell me, do you bleed?" He like reiterates that line. Yeah. You see how fucked up his face is? It's because it was a reshoot. Because his mustache was fucked up and stupid.
Ryan, I sent you a photo.
we might see. I'm not saying
photo.
We might. I'm not saying we definitely would see like Green Lantern, but I think we're going to see.
What the fuck?
Possibly Green Lantern.
Not Green Lantern. So I'm what the fucking at these images that I got.
Mm-hmm.
That last one is just a joke.
This one?
No.
Oh.
That was funny though, right?
Yeah, how it started. Yeah, exactly. With fans crowdfunding a billboard to go up during New York Comic-Con, right? Mm-hmm. I have a cut. It's done. Release the Snyder Cut. How it's going. Now you have billboards promoting Zack Snyder's Justice League that Warner Brothers has put up to promote it. So really fucking funny. You either die as a joke or you live long enough to become a legend. I don't know what the last one you sent is, Steph. I don't want to go over the screen. What the? It's just Jeremy. Why is this in my inbox? Why is Jeremy kissing a fat dog?
Leia.
Why is that? Why do you have a picture of that on your phone? That's the weirdest thing.
I can't remember where I found it. But I was like, what is this?
It's like on some like thread of Jeremy that says he like hates all women or something. It's like, look how he treats his dog. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I'm hyped for it. You know, and I actually do. I actually do think that there's a lot of similarities between, like just on the surface similarities between what we've seen going on with Gina Carano and the Zack Snyder stuff. You know, not politically anything like that, but just their interaction with fans.
Yeah.
You've seen Zack Snyder completely embrace his fans who create hashtags to support him. You've seen him kind of stay away from traditional media, and traditional media kind of fucking hates him and writes hit pieces about him and his work, and just go towards his fans. And I think you're seeing the same thing right now with Gina Carano in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I see a lot of similarities between these.
I really like that the outlets are getting all of their news on Snyder's Justice League from streams that he does with his fans. That's how they get like their stories and stuff. And there's
yeah.
So,
it was like
milkshakes.
I was just
are you ordering a milkshake?
No. I was just going through like a bunch of news. I was going through a bunch of news articles and stuff, and it's like Zack Snyder reveals that he has plans for a sequel. It's like, yeah, no shit. We've been talking about this for fucking years, and you retards at Screen Rant want to try to tell us that it's not real. Fuck you.
I want to get a movement. If they remake, remake Die Hard, which they're looking like they might, I think we should all just like put Gina Carano as the actress to play. Even though I don't want to remake a Die Hard, but if they're gonna do it, might as well have a badass be in it.
Is it Harry Lennox?
Yeah, Harry Lennox. So yeah, this is Martian Manhunter. So General Swanwick, the guy that you see in Man of Steel, the guy you see in BVS. You know, this is Martian Manhunter. He's been Martian Manhunter from the very beginning, and Zack's going to reveal that in this movie. You're also going to see the Atom. You're going to see Ryan Choi as the Atom. You're going to see a lot of things that you may not be expecting. That's
so cool. I had no idea.
Yeah, I really.
Now I don't want to know anymore. I want to be surprised.
Luckily, it's 2 hours long. There's a lot to be surprised
about.
It was
4.
Sorry, 4 hours.
Four hours.
Okay.
Four.
There's a lot to be surprised for.
I'm gonna watch it man, I wanted like to have a big party here in Orlando, but the freaking Koof travel stuff really
pretty much
screwed that up for everything.
Yeah, it's so different from every different place is a different fucking rule.
And now we just got word that the White House is trying to shut down Florida's hotels and bars for 60 days.
What?
So my governor's like he's on Twitter and on the news now saying, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna let this happen. Everybody relax." Like it's like a tug of war right now.
Because you have a Republican governor, I have a cuck.
There you go.
Mars is like, it's for your own good. We're gonna do it.
I sent Ryan a picture of one of his congressmen. You should show that photo. You want to see the biggest soy boy in the entire. This is worse than Kibbles. This has got to be worse. I don't know if you're gonna show it or not. You don't have to, but you got it. It's got to be worse than Kibble Smith. Has to be, man.
Oh no.
There's the. Look what he said though.
Double masking is where it's at.
That's a California senator or something.
He's
double masking.
He looks so dead-eyed.
Yeah.
It's fucking ratio.
That's ratio to shit. Oh my god.
Double masking, Ryan. That's where it's at, baby.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Double masking.
His eyes are like, God, I have to do this.
That's like-
They're gonna fucking make fun of me.
That looks like Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian.
Well, why would you like put a pair of like underwear on your face? Number one, like, God, he looks like those creatures. You ever see that movie, The Beastmaster? Like it's an older film,
like a while ago, yeah.
and it has those like vampires in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Metal Gear Mando says, "Do us all a favor and put a few more on. You're endangering us all by only wearing 2."
I swear, Metal Gear Mando's everywhere. Oh my God.
He replies to a lot. I almost never. That's why I don't understand why I'm blocked by so many people. I almost never fucking reply to these people. Like virtually never.
I like when you find out that you're blocked from somebody while you're live.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny. I think it's because I think it has something to do with them watching your videos.
That's the only thing I can understand. Like, here, get fandom. This is one I want to fucking look at. These fucks get fandom, right? Like, Lethal tweeted something out. I was like, what is this? Why can't I view it? I realized it's Get Fandom. It's this verified fandom account that has like 500,000 followers. Why the fuck am I blocked by them?
They probably did a chain block on someone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that means I would have been blocked.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on if you're following or followed by the same people. It depends on who they blocked.
Yeah, but probably anybody that they would run a chain block on, I would imagine me and Jay are both following. Like,
yeah,
anybody that like relevant. Why the fuck am I blocked?
I don't know.
God damn.
I think it's your videos, man. I think it's videos.
I mean, look at the banner. Like you have Batwoman, season 2 Batwoman. You have WandaVision. You have like.
I do know that like Jordan Mason blocked me after I made several videos about him. That bitch Rise of Skywalker author blocked me after I made a video about her.
She still comments on.
Does she really?
She'll comment on your videos?
She was like, "What's your greatest accomplishment in 2020?" And I wrote, "I am writing a book." And then she's like, "Oh, that's awesome. Let me see it." And I sent her like the link to the GoFund, the Indiegogo page. We had like a little conversation. I'm laughing so hard. And so you know what else is that every now and then I'll post like some weird positive, quote tweet. The girl from the Assassin's Creed that went after you. She hits a like on those things sometimes. It just makes me laugh, dude.
Which one?
The one that was like
Amazonian cosplay.
The Amazonian lady?
It was the Amazonian cosplay bitch who just wanted to come on stream with me so she could pimp her like.
No, not her. The other one, like the leader of the club. She's real skinny.
Birdie or something?
Yeah. So I only follow them when I see you fighting with them. I follow them real quick in case they block you, and then they talk so I could like send it to you.
It's funny because almost every time I make like a video about these people, I like click on their profile. That this fucking bitch here, and it's just like says followed by drunk 3PO. Almost every time.
I know.
Let me get to these super chats. Justified Humble Eraser for $5 says there are animated movies of Court of Owls. You can find the trades at Ollie's as well for around $6. White Knight is at Walmart for around $11. Yeah, you can find the trades on sale, definitely places. Amazon's, you can always find them on Amazon, but sometimes they're a little pricey. And there are a couple animated movies that do feature Court of Owls. That's true. Biggles Mets for $5. The day before is St. Patty's Day, so many people call off the 18th from being tanked from the night before. Is Wednesday St. Patty's 17th? Yeah, 17th is St. Patrick's Day, isn't it?
Did someone time out Christopher Barker, or is he just retarded enough to come up with like a shitty comeback like an hour later?
What did he just? Oh, it's Christopher Barker's such a fucking loser. I don't think anyone's bothered to time him out because honestly, he's not worth timing out. He's not worth blocking from the channel. Because honestly, here's the thing: if we blocked Christopher, Christopher Barker watches all of my videos, comments on all of my videos, watches all of my streams because he has nothing else to do on a Sunday. He doesn't have any family that cares about him. He doesn't have any friends. Like, what does he have going for him? So
God, he doesn't even like jerk off to anything. That's a sad thing.
It's because his house is so small that he's so close to his parents that he can't jerk off or they'll hear him. So, like, Christopher Barker, his life is so pathetic that I feel like if we were to ban him, this is the best part of his life. If we were to do this to the man, if we were to ban him from the chat, that might just be it. That might be the thing that, boom, that just turns the tables. And I wouldn't want to do that to you, Christopher Barker. So I'm going to give you the best thing you have in life, which is 500 people shitting down your throat because you're so fucking retarded. So
I know, and I've had a lot of chicken. You know.
Oh, that's what he said. I see what he said.
Yeah.
What a fucking bad take. He put drunk 3PO who wrote a shitty book complaining about a movie.
Yeah, that's why I said, was he timed out or is he just retarded enough to come back an hour later?
You haven't even seen my book yet.
I know, he doesn't even know what he's fucking talking about.
But he's writing in all caps. Jay's asked me how to make money on the stock market now.
Yeah, you saw that? I was like,
I just saw it.
I just figured you'd answer it later. That's why I was like, what is this?
Well, I just saw it as it buzzed. So I looked at it. Thank you, Biggles. Russian Bob for $5. You guys and gals are great. Never stop. Can't wait for the Snyder Cut. And Almond Mounds and Almond Joy are disgusting. I agree with that. I don't know why. I am so happy that S is replacing F on this channel because press F. Listen, that's too tame. Everybody does that. We are pressing S to spit on stupid motherfuckers like Christopher Barker. We press S to spit on this channel.
Where I heard that name before, Barker. It's not like Bob Barker from like the
you're wrong, bitch.
Yeah, but he shows up a lot. Christopher Barker does.
Oh,
he watches all my videos. Dumb motherfucker.
You're making Ryan. Can you watch my videos next? I could use a couple extra bucks.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you about Almond Mounds and Joy. I don't get it. Fucking just eat Hershey's and Reese's and Snickers, man.
I do.
Mikey Gussler for $5. Don't forget about the score. Yes, that is true. Junkie XL is the composer. It is. I cannot wait for this epic badass music as opposed to Danny Elfman, who that music again was just forgettable as fuck. So, really looking forward to that. And Mikey Gussler for another $5. I want to see it in theaters in IMAX. What if they do a world tour with Snyder and the actors? Sign me up. I am convinced that at some point in time, you will be able to go to a theater and see it, some sort of release in some way. I think Zach's really committed to that happening. So I think we'll see that.
I think it's coming out here at I think it's coming. I think they're advertising it at Universal Studios.
Like in the theater?
Yeah, you could, because what they've done to their theaters, like they let people come and watch like specialty stuff there. Let me check. I'm gonna be there next week, so let me ask before I say anything. So, but yeah, like they always are showing like, and it's basically the movie's free. You just gotta. It's like a minimum, you have to buy candy or something. It's like that kind of like, so they have Jaws, they had all the Indiana Jones films, they have like a lot of old films. And then even for Wonder Woman, it was really weird. It was you can go see the movie, but they want you to purchase food.
I'd be willing to do that.
That makes sense. Like you ever go to a club and it's like a 2-drink minimum, you have to make sure you buy. So yeah, something like that. So yeah,
that's fine. I'd do something like that. But
Ray J's World for $5. Ryan, I'm following you on Twitter right now. Rock on, Jay. Thank you, Ray J. If I had one wish. He said rock on, Jay.
Thank you. I'm kind of taking a Twitter break for about a week because I have so much work to do. So it sucks my life.
I don't really tweet that much. Like I
look for stories.
Yeah, that's what I use Twitter for. I have to fucking log into a fucking alt account. Like I have an alt account that's literally just called RKO Alt. That's all it is. I have no tweets. I don't follow anyone. It's just so I can look at what people are saying.
I have
so many motherfuckers have me blocked.
My alt account is
everybody's gonna follow you now.
My alt account is like J with a bunch of random numbers. I don't even know what it is. Like J00116644499988.
I'm just gonna make mine like Humpty Dumpty 69 or something. I'll make an account.
You need to make one that says like RK Outpost sucks or Geeks and Slimers or something like that. So all the people will
just like Abby's #1 fan or something.
Yeah, like they'll welcome and then use one of them avatars, you know, and then they'll welcome you in this community. You might like get some secret information, like when they're planning their next hashtag attack.
They're so weird. You know? They're like, it'll be like a character, and then it'll be like the first thing they're about to be like hashtag Ezra Bridger, and then like 2 straight lines, and it'll be like Black Lives Matter, all cops are bad, they, she, 15 by pansexual fairy dust or something. Like they're so fucking weird, these people.
Did you know I had an SJW account? I ran it for a month. Were you there in that one chat when I told everyone I was going to do it?
You did?
And nobody knew it was me. And I had to delete it because some people in this community were like, look at this effing guy. Look at this. Yeah. I was just... It's deleted. I don't have it anymore. I did it last year.
Was it a parody of a different?
It was called ... Matrix.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
I told everyone like, remember I used to make a big thing like if people use like because Brian Young always uses ... in his tweets.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you could always spot an SJW when they use ... in their tweets. So I made this Twitter account called ... Matrix, and I used Matrix from Spaceballs as the avatar. And so I was just it was just like on the in crowd commenting and like, Phantom Menace is terrible people, and everyone's like, yeah, look at this guy.
That's funny, actually. I don't have time.
I have an account like that too.
When I was stuck at home,
it is to infiltrate. It is.
I had nothing to do.
Brad's
like, that was you. I swear I deleted it. I don't have it anymore. So, maybe
Valiant Renegade for another $5. Chris Barker may be yanking to this video now. This changes everything. Hashtag Mike Zero. He might be. Maybe that's why there was such a big gap in when Chris, from between comments, because no one times his irrelevant ass out. It's probably just because he was fucking jerking. Wesley snipes you for Canadian $5. What's your favorite cheese? God damn it! You asked me this yesterday.
Oh man, he asked me that every time.
I had nachos today.
Cheddar cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty boring. I think cheddar cheese is like my favorite.
You ever use cheese in a can?
Oh God.
No,
really?
I'm not opposed to it, but we never really had that when I was growing up.
Put it on some crackers, man.
This is what I had today. It's sideways for some reason, but it's tortilla chips, a bunch of cheddar cheese, some Velveeta, some pulled pork, some bacon, and some barbecue sauce.
Glorious.
I ate this entire pan. So yeah, what?
Those are Doritos?
No, those are Tostitos.
Oh, okay.
Tortilla chips. I don't put what is it called? I don't put Doritos on my barbecue nachos. Duh. There's not a spider on it, for whoever said that. It's not true. Ray J's World for $2 is Captain Karen. Yeah, Captain Karen instead of Captain Marvel. Yeah, Captain Karen. I agree. Mara, what's your favorite cheese?
Probably
the one between your toes. Sorry.
Probably provolone.
Provolone? Yeah.
That's not bad. That's a good one.
All right, sandwiches.
What are you doing, Mara? Your seat, like you adjusting your seat?
I'm adjusting my shirt because he keeps like riding up.
Your shirt is riding up.
Yeah.
We can't see it.
Wait, smile for us.
I'm not even wearing pants.
No, them teeth are blue.
Yeah, because I was eating the candy cane. That's why I'm trying to do this.
I didn't mean like in a derogatory way to smile for us. I was just saying. I just wanted to see your blue teeth.
He wanted to see if you had a grill. That's what.
Yeah, kind of.
Jay, if we win $1 million, if we get $1 million from the stock market, we should get matching grills.
I'm so down.
Oh my god!
That would take.
If I do $1 million, I'll pierce my belly button live.
Oh my god!
With a big fat old diamond.
There you go, folks. There you go.
I feel like matching grills would take RK3PO to a whole nother level.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we should do that, and then just get copyright claims all day with Nelly's grills. That's all I want to play. Boom, 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 boom. Got a whole top diamond and the bottom rose gold. That's what I want.
Look at Jay.
Yes.
I just keep my mouth open all the time.
Got them reds. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, like that rapper Donald Trump freed.
Which one?
Which one they did? Lil Wayne and the other guy.
Yeah, could have gone after Section 230. Maybe done something about censorship instead of freeing rappers. But congratulations, great job, Mr. President. As everyone's freedoms die, we set rappers free. So, yay. That's just an aside. But
the whole time, man, I'm ready for it. Let's go decoin.
We need to do it.
But don't take my financial advice whatsoever.
Yeah, nor mine in any way, shape, or form. All right, but we are at the 2 hour 30 minute mark. Holy fuck. All right, so for my patrons and channel members, you guys know we hang out in the Discord after these streams in the supporter voice chat if you want to. I'll be there for about half an hour after the stream before I set up for the Twitch Mario Kart stream. Mara, what do you got going on your channel?
Well, on my channel, videos pretty much are not planned. It's whatever news comes up that I want to talk about. I figure the big news will be between now and March 18th will obviously be the Snyder Cut. So anything comes out for that, I'll be talking about it. Anything I talk about DC Comics news, and basically social commentary. And right now, until anything changes, I'm watching Batwoman Season 2. Because I go on Lethal Lightning's channel on Monday evenings right now to talk about it. And so depending on how what episode 3 is like will determine if we continue watching it and talking about it. So we'll see. But basically I only watch it for the lulls. I'm back on Twitch. I returned to Twitch last Friday. I'm gonna go again Friday.
I felt so bad for you. You're on Twitch and it just like starts skipping.
Yeah.
But it was kind of funny at the same time.
Well, I mean, I returned and I have technical difficulties, but I've been updating my page, added emotes, added bits emotes, things like that. Worked on that today. Before I leave, I wanted to, I guess, touch on something going back to the Gina Carano thing. I was on Steph's channel earlier and I was a little harsh in how I was putting it when I was describing like why I did not partake in the hashtag thing. But a lot of it stems not because I didn't care about it, but because of what I and others went through with Mandalorian fans for a while and technically are still going through. I'm not saying all Mandalorian fans are like this, but for a while I had a lot of them in my mentions, basically taking everything I tweeted personally, accusing me of bashing Mandalorian, accusing me of bashing Mandalorian fans, and validating their opinions and everything. So whatever goodwill I would have had is pretty much gone. So just kind of wanted to say that before I left, just because I came off as kind of callous on Steph's stream, but that's where I was coming from.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
doesn't bother me at all. I know who you are as a person. Dude, I went through hell defending y'all Snyder Cut fans, man. They put me on a live stream, and here I am, a nobody, defending y'all. And then I ended up being on everybody's stream saying I'm like, I don't know nothing about a Snyder Cut. All I know is I'm defending my friends from all you idiots that are unhappy that the movie's coming out. It makes no sense. But I hear you. I was like, that's crazy. People are weird.
Weird.
Very weird.
Michael Abel says, Ryan, I'm thinking of starting a channel. Any tips for first timers? What editing software do you use? And what do you recommend for starting out? I use Filmora. I use Wondershare Filmora. It's pretty easy. It's pretty cheap. I think it's only like $40 for a year or something. It's pretty basic. Does what you need to do. My tips are just do it. Doesn't matter if you got a shitty mic, shitty camera. Just fucking do it and get rolling.
I started with my phone.
Yeah, you'll never be ready. Like, you'll never be ready to start. So just start and work it all out in the process.
Jay, I see Gina creeping in the background. Yeah, my cutout that someone sent me.
He sleeps with it at night, people.
Yeah, that's why it's all.
That's why he had to clean it before putting his camera on.
Ew.
Come on.
Does it got a booty on it or just all flat?
So
a Captain Marvel butt.
She's her hands hiding it, so you can't really. Yeah. Oh God, Jay.
I meant to I meant to do that.
You killed her.
Yeah.
He starts patting her boobs. And
I was trying to like knock it over. Like I wasn't trying to violate her.
You gave her the Bane treatment. Fucking Jay's. That was like fucking Batman. What Bane did? Snapped right in half. Fucking done.
Can I share a picture of me and Ryan after we get these goals? This is Kodak Black, the rapper that was freed. This will be Ryan here, and I think this will be me, or this will be Ryan here with our goals, and then that will be me here. So just so y'all know, that's what's coming when we hit the stock market. 1 and 2.
What about the one with Lil Wayne? I figured that's what you guys will be like. That's will be your
I don't
thumbnail.
like the dreads. I like the
No, I'm saying like basically that'll be your thumbnail where you're like both kind of like smiling.
I just like we'll just be holding it out, and Ryan will be holding up them hundreds, leaning back with a big cheese. Like that's where we're heading. I think we can get the hair done. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that'll work.
I'll get Alex on it right away.
God, that'll be good. Alex is all about the Arcade 3PO memes.
I know.
Got a couple super chats came in. Mike Trout. I don't know if that's the baseball player. Hail Arcade Jay Mara Nerdy. What up, chat? Jay, please give trigger warning before you say cracker so I can run to my safe space. Thanks. Hi-yo.
When did I say cracker?
You're talking about fake
cheese on cracker.
Oh,
I don't know, but
sorry.
Where's the super
Ritz.
chat?
I'll call him Ritz.
He's talking about cracker, like white people.
Yeah.
You guys see that super not super chat, just a chat that I pulled up on the Sports Wars stream today?
I was sorry, I didn't watch Sports Wars streams. I was watching Sunny and Brave Megatron draw Optimus Prime.
It was perfect. There was this dude. I was just talking shit about LeBron, and it's just a dude that came and said, "Hang yourself, cracker."
Oh, that one.
And it's like pulled it up on the stream. I'm like, here's your bronze sexuals. Here's your high IQ LeBron fans. Right here. His name was like Kentavious or something. But yeah, that was pretty funny. I hope he comes back. Metal Gear Mando for $3. We were just talking about you. Thanks for the entertainment at work. You are very welcome, my friend. You're very welcome. My nerdy home. What are you up to?
Well, after this stream, I'll be with my patrons in Discord watching a movie, which is something that I do with them every month.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I do that for my Dark Nights. That's the tier that we all get together once a month and we watch a movie. And today we're watching a Godzilla movie, so I'm excited for that. Other than that, I think I might play Mario Kart with you guys today. I don't know. It depends.
I think it might be pretty full today.
Oh, okay. He's like, oh yeah, never mind. No, I think.
Well, I'm just saying.
Not.
You can have my space. You can always take my spot, Steph.
There's gonna be a lot of people to the point where I'm not even sure if we're going to be playing. How many people are going to be playing with from outside the team? Because we got a couple cool guest appearances coming up. So.
Yeah, I know.
That's not to say fuck you, Steph. We don't want you playing.
That's pretty much what I heard.
Mike Trout spamming the chat. Hey, I know it was a joke, brother. You're good. It was funny. You're good, bud. You're good.
We knew what you were saying, Mike.
Can I say one thing though about Ryan? I was at the Magic Kingdom on Wednesday on a park hopping live stream. I was rushed. Whoever saw it, I'm going to make a clip and I'm going to make sure Ryan sees it. I was rushed by some fans that came up and they were yelling, drunk 3PO, drunk 3PO. And I'm like live and I'm like, hey, what's up? And like we were talking and then they went out and bought me a present in the party. They bought me my favorite popcorn. And when I met him again, his name was Josh. I don't know if he's in the chat now. He might be. But I said, Josh, how did you find our channels? He goes, I was watching Star Wars Theory. And then Ryan RK Outpost was recommended to me, and I just love that dude. I love that dude. And from Ryan, I found all you. You were last, Jay. And so it was like it was cool though. It was like he said that, and I have the clip.
That's crazy.
I think I turned the camera around, and so he was just like, oh, and when I left, I was walking around. I'm like, boy, Ryan's gonna think it's hilarious that I met a fan of his in the Magic Kingdom.
It doesn't mean no. I hate that shit.
I thought that was so great. I was laughing pretty hard, but yeah, what the hell? What is that?
Mm-hmm.
It's Drunk 3PO fan says, yeah, I remember because this is the fan you were talking to, Jay. I don't know.
I don't know who that. No, you'll know. He's a I think he's a member of Geeks and Gamers. He's also a member of Park Hoppin'. And yeah, it was funny. It was funny that he was like, I used to watch Star Wars Theory, but then I found RK Outpost. I love that guy, you know. And then he was like, he went through this whole thing, so it was pretty cool.
I do want, yeah, that's interesting. That's a funny way to find me, I guess. But
that's what I said. I was like, could you imagine? You know, could you imagine? Anyway, right. I thought that was cool.
We're gonna end the stream, everybody. Thank you to everybody in the chat, to everybody who's been so supportive and everything. The likes, the shares, the comments, the super chats, everything. Everybody's a part of this, and it means a lot. And speaking of things that mean a lot to me, are grills. So this is what we're gonna listen to on the way out. We'll talk to you guys next time.